I'm looking forward to this. I'm a little concerned about what Rizu said, that it's gonna get worse. I kind of don't want it to get worse, but that's usually how hacks go. It'll be like, it starts out alright, and you're like, oh, I actually like some of the decisions they made here, and then we don't. Yeah. Well, look, I can forgive like one or two little, weird blips, but
Hopefully it doesn't get too bad.
yeah, I hope it doesn't. It's only you talking. Well, I unmuted, so now you can hear us both talking while we're waiting for people to join. But yeah, we're just talking about how Rizu said that this hack gets worse. I mean, I hope not. I hope it's not too bad because so far I am liking this, but a lot of hacks unfortunately start out that way where it's like, okay, this seems pretty nice. They changed like one or two things here or there for better or worse, but they're not really anything too bad. But in some cases, they're actually improvements. Are units free to claim? I mean, you can go and claim them, but I don't think I will allow for kills this run. So yeah, if you want to go and claim a unit for yourself that I have to use, I suppose I'll allow that. I mean, so far I'm using everyone though, so it doesn't really matter too much at this point in the game. If it's like vanilla, um, if it's like vanilla Shadows of Valencia, you could use everyone. Although I have some doubts that they'll allow you to use literally everyone on every map.
Proctor, you should pick the early game thief. I hear she's really good.
Yeah, I don't know what the units are for this game. I mean, I don't entirely either because I don't know the OC characters. There are unit limits. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured they'd probably put unit limits on. Now I don't know what those unit limits are. They could be generous. They could be stingy. I have no idea. I hope they're fairly generous. I hope it's at least like 11 or 12 units per most maps. FE3 is so generous with unit deployment slots. Like you get like 14 or 15 per map. It's actually kind of crazy. Like I'm just like, I don't even know who I'm gonna field to reach that limit. Needs to belt
Am
needs
I
turning up. Can't
am I
really.
still quiet here?
I
Or
mean, I don't know about the others. I hear you just fine, but
I suppose I was kind of sitting little a ways from my mic, so
yeah, you do sound a little bit louder now.
okay.
But yeah, I'm hoping the unit limits aren't too bad. If they do have unit limits, I have no idea what unit limits they would have, but hopefully it's not too bad. Like, yeah, there are some units that are just not that good in Shadows of Lencha, where it's like, yeah, whatever. It's like 50% quieter. Is he really? Isn't super generous with unit slots? Well, that's just lovely. I mean, like, yeah, there are some units I probably just would not field. Like later on, I probably wouldn't field. I don't know. I was gonna say Jesse, but he's kind of the meme of the run, so I have to field him, don't I? I know
He's our
there's a
mascot.
yeah, he's the mascot of this run. I know there's an OC unit in Silica's route. I don't know if I should say it or not. I would rather not be spoiled, to be honest, because I kind of just want to have my own reaction to it. That character, whatever character that is. But yeah, so I don't know what to expect. But there are usually some units I'm just like for example Bowie. I think Bowie's a good example. Bowie kind of is he's a little mid. Is it Felicia? Felicia's in Fates, not in Valencia.
Hey, Bowie's great. You take that back.
I don't know. I mean, I've had mixed mixed experiences with him, we'll say. Alright, let's start out here. Let's start out
I mean,
here.
they have the same voice actor, so he must be at least on par with Dimitri.
Yeah, obviously that makes a lot of sense. Alright. See, I mean, so far, I'm enjoying what this game has to offer. Like I said, the cave, not a fan of that, but, you know, one small, you know, thing is not really gonna make me think, oh, this game is bad. I wonder if I'll get the leather shield too. It's on Cliff currently. I don't know if I want to keep it on Cliff or I want to trade it to someone else. This in the OG game. So far they're fairly similar. I mean, I don't think there's stat boosters. Yeah, like for example, the talisman I got, that would not be in vanilla. I know that. How potent are talismans in this? If I can find it. How
I'm
do
guessing probably just a +2.
Maybe. Yeah, very minor differences so far. Wait, can I not even apply it? Because I can't... Hold on. Oh, yeah, I could... let's see. How much does it raise res, though? It doesn't say how much it raises res by, which is a little annoying. Oh, never mind. Okay, there we go. By 2 points. It might not be a bad idea to give it to Alm, but I don't know. You know...
This could save his life if a witch warps his way.
Yeah. I'll keep it for now, but maybe I might use it on him. No unit differences. So far, the unit differences aren't really... There's not really unit differences. They have about the same stats they would have in... Well, maybe the pro gains are a little bit different. I don't know. The kill of Thief, she's bad.
Like 1-for-1 copies.
Well, we killed her, but not... but for a different reason. I have no idea how she turns out as a unit, to be honest. I think one of these learns a slightly different spell. Yeah, I think Tobin... Mage Tobin learns Torch, which he wouldn't learn in Vanilla. And I believe Faye learns Freeze, which, again, she would not learn that. So I think they've changed some spells that certain units learn. I don't know if there's any other differences so far. But yeah, there are some minor gameplay changes thus far. I wonder, how do supports work in this? Is it like, you still have the 5-unit support cap, or is it different? Because I haven't thought about that. I actually haven't thought about that. But he's got a beast sport with Celica and with Mycin. But wait, he started with that. So that'd be a little unfair if he immediately, if it was just 5 supports. Maybe it's a higher cap, I don't know. But I can't pre-promote when. That sounds like it'd be miserable. Then again, that's kind of how I played the Lunatic version, the first few chapters. I didn't know how to promote in Lunatic mode, and that was a really nasty experience. What's better at lockpicking, I guess? I have no idea how that thief actually turns out. She might be a good unit, but I'm still not going to use her.
There is something that Tobin getting torched does tell us about the game. And
Yeah, that is true. Shadows of Lencha Proctor did not have Fog of War maps, but Torch implies there will be Fog of Wars, which is probably not for the better. Probably for the worse. Go ahead.
I think every desert map in Celica's route should be fog too.
Watch the swamps do the Fog of Wars. Actually, I could see like the cave, some of the cave maps being Fog of Wars. That is a weird color of armor. This guy's wearing pink armor. Was he serve House Gonero or something?
Doesn't look Elmiran enough.
There isn't a support cap. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured there might be. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so we still have every unit. I mean, we won't get... Actually, we will get units pretty soon. We will get... Because we'll get Clive, Python, and Forsyth.
And Claire.
That's true, too.
I wonder if she also does 2 damage in this game.
It's a queen wearing pink armor, bruh. So what sort of enemies we got here? Just a bunch of soldiers. I mean, oh, look out! This guy's scary. He's got a javelin. Okay, no, not really. We got an archer here. We got. Yeah, these guys aren't really particularly scary. Belt is still quiet. And no one else is seeming to say that. So it might just be on your end. I don't believe this little part of the map was here in vanilla. I remember this little middle area being here, but I don't recall this. I'm guessing.
Definitely no.
I'm guessing there's gonna be reinforcements from the stairs. This chest I know was not here. And then there's like this little room over here. Does it connect up here, or is it just a separate room? This guy's got a door key. That's interesting. So yeah, this map actually has been added on a bit. You know, I actually kind of like when hacks do this. When they add it on more to a kind of bland map. I kind of like when they do stuff like this. As long as it's not, as long as it doesn't feel really dumb. But stuff like this I think is okay if it's done well. I think it's fun. In fact, I think it improves the map.
Yeah, it was just empty field over there.
Yeah.
Kind of nothing.
So it's kind of nice that, unless they just do something stupid like put like bolting in here or something like that. I don't know. I doubt it. I'm sure there'll be siege jumps later, but
Unlike the 4th chapter, that'd be a bit cruel.
yeah. On chapter 4, imagine doing this on Lunatic and there's like a bolting tome right there. You have to put your ear up to the speaker to hear him. Well, let me see if I can do this. Okay, is that a little bit better? I mean, he's not speaking right now, but can I claim Cliff Barman? Cliff. Sure. If you want Cliff. Well, actually, I think I'm just doing like what I did in the previous runs, where it's just like you pay a certain unit for me to be forced to use them. I think it was more of like a 3 houses thing that I did. So it's just gonna return to the original rules, really. Like, I was gonna use Cliff anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much.
We have to redeem Cliff.
Yeah, we gotta redeem Cliff. Oh, the height shield gives +3 defense. That's not bad. That's better than I thought it would be. That is actually better than I thought it would be.
That is pretty impressive.
Yeah, because I think it's only like +1 or 2 in Shadows of Valencia, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, so I think that's a little bit of a boost, if anything. I might want to go to Gray, because Gray is more on the front lines. And Alm's defense is actually pretty respectable at this point. It's 7 defense. Whereas Gray only has like 4 defense. He could actually use a bit of a defensive boost. So I think what I will do is... Happened to 3 Houses End stream, I didn't watch the VOD. I won. I won, and it was deathless in the last stream. Oh, except for Edelgard. Edelgard died. Edelgard died, but that was the only one who died. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I do like the shields. Okay. Yeah, I think we're about ready to start. This should not be a difficult map. Shouldn't be. It doesn't look difficult.
Looks pretty manageable.
Yeah, in my opinion, how many deaths were there total again? 7? I think it was like 9 or 10. Something like that. Watch out, that archer's carrying a powerful blow. What? Does he have like a steel bow or something? I don't know. Maybe that's like the one enemy I haven't checked on this map. He has a... Okay, he does have a steel bow. That means he has like 0 effective speed though. He has 0 attack speed, that's kind of funny. And we got the pink soldier over here. Okay.
Lucas just keeps warning you about archers. What's his deal?
He's just really traumatized by archers. Are you using the orange, or are you just waiting for a specific unit? Well, I mean, I haven't really reached an instance where I need to use it. Is that kind of forced? Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. It's like, why is Cliff's hit rate so low right there? 14 damage.
I mean, what do you have? 2 skill?
4. Yeah, so much better. 4 skill. A whopping 4 skill.
It's double what I thought it was.
I don't blame you. So this guy's guarding the door. Okay, I bet we could kill him with Faye. we had, you know, the right speed for that. I actually two-shots him. Well, if he doesn't want to move, then we can just go do that. Do you reach us? I don't think so. I bet there's going to be reinforcements. As long as they're not ambush spawns, I'm fine. I don't think there'll be ambush spawns, but I've been playing FE3 lately, so I'm like, gotta be careful on ambush spawns.
I wager after a while a thief's gonna show up for that chest.
Oh, probably. We should probably make our way up here. Just in case, because that probably will happen. You're probably right. We can leave the central area for a while. We can just kind of leave it alone, because we don't really need to worry about it. Yeah, I bet that's why they put an archer here. They're trying to slow you down as you try to go up this way. That's why you put so many archers there, to make it more annoying. This guy, I don't really care. I guess gonna have... Nah, I don't really care. In all honesty, I'm just gonna beeline for this side, because I feel like... I don't think they'll be that aggressive with the thief, but... They probably will spawn at something that'll be kind of nasty. Slightly. Not like... I make it sound like it's gonna be like... A thief with like a killing edge or something. Probably not, but... It'll be something that's just kind of annoying and takes your treasure, and I don't really want that.
There might be flour in that chest.
Yeah, there might be flour, yeah. Wow, they're very passive. They just sent one soldier after me. Alright, Faye. You're our biggest damage dealer right now besides like Alm, so let's see what we can do. There we go. I like how they actually designed the class designs after the Shadows of Legend designs. I like that.
They do look nice.
They didn't have to do that. They really didn't have to go with that. They could have just chose like some generic looking class design, but no, they actually went through the trouble of making that, and I think I really like that. This guy's got 11 speed. That's quite a bit. But I mean, you're getting doubled anyway, so I don't really care. Yeah, that does nothing to Lucas. So you know what? We'll do that. We'll throw Lucas in there. Have Lucas cook. I probably don't need to send everyone over here. I probably don't. Do you see that all? Faye probably. Yeah, probably. That does sound like someone she would say. Andron videos in your homepage. I don't know why. I don't have Andron videos in my homepage, and I watch a lot more Fire Emblem stuff than you do. So I'm not sure how you're doing that. I'm not sure how you're doing that. You gotta be watching someone that's Andron simp.
Closest thing I got was someone streaming Rebellion Saga today.
Yeah, I've gotten stuff like that, but even then, it's not that much. It happens occasionally, but it's not like all the time.
Very rare.
Isn't his profile picture just Conrad? I think it's just Conrad, right?
Yeah, that's just Conrad.
Oh yeah, he's the Conrad sim. I forgot. Alright. This is a little bit annoying. My YouTube feed is always so bad. Well, I don't know what you watch, but it might be related to what you watch.
Just block all the Onderon.
Yeah. Yeah, just block that Enderon. Okay, can we hit with a bow? I mean, his accuracy still kind of sucks a bit. Slightly. Yeah, it still does kind of suck. He keeps missing still, and I'm not a fan of it. Like I said, once he gets to doubling these guys, it'll make it a lot better, because then he can at least hit 1 out of 2 attacks usually. Right now he's not even hitting 1, and that's just really screwing him over, unfortunately.
Eventually, when he promotes, I think he gets 6 skill instead of 4.
Oh my god, you guys are... Why? Whatever, agree to this, RNG. Whatever, agree to this. To be fair, I didn't think my skill would be that sucky. I don't really want to go to Lucas, but whatever. I guess he can promote to an armor after this. At least I think he will, right? Because he's going to reach level 7? Or is it level 10 that he needs to reach?
I think it's 7.
I feel like that's... Yeah, you're right. Kill Silk and Run will instantly be better. I'm tempted to agree. Because Silk is a pretty crappy healer. But, you know what? A crappy healer is still better than no healer.
Yeah, and you don't get one till Tatiana?
Yeah. Unless they change that in this. I don't remember this map in Echoes. Well, it is in Echoes, just not half of it. This part is not in Echoes. This part is. You remember that fort with like the archers and stuff? And you go and fight the guys in here. Like there's an archer here and you shoot him. You might remember that, like this guy right here. So we can kill this guy with Cliff. Yeah, I'm not a Silk fan, as some of you might know. Why? Just why? Why? Okay, I think you can do this.
1 RN.
1 RN plus just already janky hit rates. I mean, not incredibly janky, but they're not great. Is she gonna be okay? Another thing about this, is she gonna be okay? Well, I mean, I'll get rid of this guy. Oh, he's on a 4th, that's why he's so hard to hit. At least that guy is. I don't know about these. Let's see. 12 plus 12. Okay, that's 24 minus 6. That's cutting it close. Actually, no, that will kill because she's gonna drain out her. Oh, that's bad.
Ooh.
Because I forgot the fire actually drains her HP. I nearly forgot about that. Okay, yeah, we need to take care of that. We just need to block her off with Lucas. Lucas blocking off will solve the problem. But I'll probably heal. I don't know. Do I want to heal or do I not? Because I don't know how good our chance of hitting this guy is. Not very, unfortunately. If we can just block him off of that it solves the problem. Although I wanted to kill, but... Oh, yeah, Tobin can do this. Yeah, and he actually has a really good chance of hitting. Okay, there we go. That solves the problem. Now we just block off Silk, or not Silk. We block off Faye with the heal. The heal Lucas. I mean, I guess we don't need to heal Lucas, but that would be nice to have. Wait, I just realized this actually improves the gameplay a little bit. Because you could use like a iron weapon and a shield. You couldn't do that in vanilla Shadows of Lyncha, so that's actually pretty nice. At least I assume you can. Because it seems like this hack tries to encourage you to use the improved weapons more. I like that. That is an improvement on the gameplay. So yeah, I will say it does improve the gameplay in some regards, and I do like that. I do like when they actually try to fix the gameplay. Cliff isn't a mage? What do you not remember when I had Giga Chad Bow Knight Cliff? He was way better than any mage Cliff would be. He had like
the
20
run was blessed.
Yeah, he had like 25 defense at the end of the game. The guy was an armored LARPing as a Bow Knight. Cliff
They don't have those proctors.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you can't get Draco Knight in this game.
Would be cool though.
Yeah, it would. I'm sure he'd go pretty hard as one, but. Yeah, I don't think Lucas is ever gonna double. You know, it'd be nice if we could look at Brave Lance later. I'm sure it won't happen soon, but. Oh hello, Valenshai. I remember you from yesterday. Never played any other Fire Emblem games up until Sacred Stone, so watching all these new Fire Emblem games is something else. Well, this isn't technically an official Fire Emblem game. This is a hack of Sacred Stones.
This is a demake of a remake.
Oh, there's the thief. There's the thief. And that's an Iron Lance, so I would kind of like to have that.
Oh, yeah.
So when are we getting Claire? I don't know when we get her. I assume soon. Okay, I don't like...
No exploration.
Okay, I really don't like this. Does this guy really just go back down the stairs? I hope not. That actually no. I feel like his job is to go open this area up.
If
Enjoy
he
the.
goes for the stairs, how in the world were you supposed to get?
Yeah, that'd be like near impossible to get. That would be like actually impossible unless you just have like a really strong archer that can hit. No, your archer wouldn't be able to hit from here. Even if he kills, he wouldn't be able to hit. There's.
Oh wait, can you open the door in the lower right?
I could.
Maybe that's where Claire is.
Oh, she's in the locked up. Really? So that's what it's for. Huh.
Oh,
I would
that's
not-
right.
I mean, that may have helped us, but I didn't know that. Since my first concern was getting rid of these guys, that's probably why I ignored it. At least for now. Because right now, I want to take care of the chest. Once this crap is dealt with, then I'll look forward to that. You haven't played the Dark Amulet yet? I'm not really one for playing hacks that are, like, just OC stuff. I don't really like that. Like, stuff like, I don't know, the Last Promise, stuff like that, it's just not interesting. I don't have enough investment into just, like, a completely new story and stuff like that. Like, even Andron Saga, I know I didn't even really like Andron Saga that much. I like things like that are... I like things that are like rebounds and stuff like that because then I'm like, okay, this is something I'm familiar with. Just it's been changed a little bit. But when it's just like something completely new, I'm just like, I don't know. I played enough hacks as is that I don't trust people's balancing judgment for the most part. I've played enough hacks with poor balancing that I don't. But also, I just don't care for like the cringy OC stories and stuff like that. That's like the main thing. I don't have the patience for it. It might be good, but I don't usually have the patience for it. So.
Then again, I don't even like the balance half the time in mainline Fire Emblem.
Yeah, fair enough. Can we go shoot this guy? We're probably gonna miss. Cause he always misses everything. We need Maki for this. Okay, never mind, we don't. Proctor, I've told you like 10 billion times. You killed her! I can't play the game if you killed her! When will this woman ever learn? Does this hack make Alm gay? I don't think so. I hope it didn't. Kinda hope it didn't, but... Oh, that's actually a good...
Kinda weird.
Yeah, that'd kind of be defeating the point of the story, wouldn't it? Oh. God. Lucas needs a way of doing more damage, because if he's not going to double, and yeah, he doesn't tend to double, he needs another way. No matter how unbalanced the game is. I mean, I could see that, but... Hi, Inkling.
Hey, yeah.
I wish Tobin was in range, but sadly, this weird... Why is it with Fire Emblem AI loving conga lines? Like, I swear it happens in almost every game. The enemy's like, oh... we're just gonna go make ourselves into a conga line. I guess just to be more annoying. I don't know. Cause it's harder to kill them when they're in a conga line, I suppose. Where is Dudu? Yeah. Who would Alm be gay for and why? I mean, I feel like there's some hack out there that probably does make him gay for some reason. Isn't in this game, right? Unless he's like an add-on character. I doubt that.
Yeah, they replaced Bowie with Dedue. He's an
Honestly,
Armor
that'd
Knight,
be an improvement. That'd kind of be an improvement, honestly. At least in my opinion, it would be. I want to take out the archer, honestly, but I don't know if I can. This is kind of risky though. Yeah, that's 9 damage. Well, at least that means I live, but then I'd have to heal. Okay. I wish Gray had more range. Just one more range. Wait, can I shove him? I can swap him, but that's not... Actually, no. That does kind of work. I could just swap him right
Keep in
here.
mind, it's 9 plus 1 because of the fire.
Oh yeah, it's very true. You're right. You're right. Good catch. So you can kill every last one of them. Well, I mean, that'd be a more effective unit than Bowie is. Doesn't even kill anything, usually. He doesn't double anything.
We clearly just need to give him all the speed fountains.
Yeah, you just need him. That's literally what I did in my last run. And yeah, he was actually pretty alright, but nothing amazing. Like, he was good early on, but he kind of fell off later on. Okay. Yeah, see, Gray with the actual shield does pretty good. How does their damage compare? Yeah, I don't think we're going to kill the Archer this turn, and I don't like that, but I don't have much luxury besides that, unfortunately. Oh, really missing a 95%? Oh, but he can land an 80%. I just can't hit a 95%.
The game like you today.
Yeah, it really does. It's really happy with me at the moment. What is your defense? Not very good. That's what it is. I would like to heal, but I don't think I can really do that reliably right now. You got a vulnerary. I'd say let's use it, or not. Actually, no. I think we need to because that stupid Archer. God, I hate the Archer just being camped right here. Hate him. Absolutely hate him. After this turn, it should get a little bit better because we don't have to do all this crap. But unfortunately for this turn, it's going to be kind of sucky.
Maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on Lucas for warning us about the Archer.
It wasn't even It wasn't even that Archer he was talking about. Still waiting for the 99% miss. I'm sure it'll happen. I'm sure it'll happen. Maybe not this stream. Yeah, on one RN. Yeah, it's gonna happen. At least at some point. Wait, what? Bruh! What? Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That guy moves? Wait, the boss moves? Or no, that guy isn't the boss. Wait, what? Huh? I mean, his accuracy sucks, but still, I guess Lucas was right. Lucas was right to warn us. Okay, the archers on this wall suck. These archers suck. Oh, that's a female archer, huh? Okay, yeah, we need to stay out of this guy's range, because he's actually pretty threatening. Okay. This thief is not wait, what? He's not... Is he not moving? Why is the thief not moving? Is he bugged or something? He didn't move at all. The thief just did not move. I don't know what he's thinking, but... If he is thinking...
Is it because he doesn't have any route to any door?
He might, but I thought they just retreat. Or maybe he can't even reach his retreat. Maybe this... Because usually the way it works is there's like a retreat spot set in. And his retreat spot might not be the stairs. It might be like... way out here or something. Because that's the thing, I don't know what his path is. It could be here that his retreat path is. I have no idea. Also, hey Mario.
Hey Mario.
Yeah, we're dealing with some annoying archers right now. We're a nice thief standing still. Yeah, I do agree, it is nice. I'm just very surprised and confused why he's not moving.
He got the memo, your thief died, he just wanted to open the chest for you.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty nice of him to do that, honestly. Yeah, I don't like this archer. Did Proctor kill Silk? No. No one can kill anyone. No one can kill anyone. I'm not allowing that on this run. No, you can't, Proctor. You can't kill Silk. Lucas actually does some decent chip. You know what? I will take that. I will take that. Sounds good to me. And I can be a lot more liberal with my uses of the Iron Lance because I'm about to get another one. Oh, look at that. He dodged. Very nice. Okay. The thieves could run away, but not this thief? Yeah, I guess. This thief is different. This thief is built different, guys. He's built different. Okay, what is the speed? Oh, right. You get double by little everything. Okay. Alright, get this dummy out of here, please. Thank you. Alright, now to deal with those pesky archers on the wall. Okay, he got skill and strength. I can't complain. I cannot complain about that. He does need both. Especially the skill.
That's redeeming himself.
He is redeeming himself. I would do this, but it is kind of risky. Although I can heal her, right? Yeah, I would be able to heal her. That's a bit risky still, though. No, it's not really that risky. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Because they don't do enough to kill her, and she can guarantee get heals, so that's good. The archer definitely needs skill. Yeah, he needs even more than that. But certainly, he is making his way through. So that's good. Okay, that was pretty mediocre, Faye, not gonna lie. That's pretty bad. You're doing well, but like you're gonna need to get some stats up. Preferably speed. Skill issue? I mean, yeah. A lot of our guys have skill issue right now.
Except Alm.
Yeah, Alm is actually getting a lot of skill. I'm not sure that's intentional. Gray also doesn't have a skill issue. Our sword users don't really have sword issues. Our sword units don't have sword issues. That makes sense.
Maybe phase the Lilina of this game. She has a 30% speed growth.
Maybe so. Which is even better that Proctor can't kill units. Although, you could argue that Lysithea is the Lilina of 3 houses, and she never went for her, even though she could have.
Lately, I've been thinking I prefer Annette.
Well, I mean, you like anyone. You like anything over Lysithea, so that's not really a surprise. Gin and ice pop for tea. Stop drinking gin, woman. Like, seriously.
Agreed.
Find something else to drink that's not alcoholic. Because I know you're going to be like, oh, what if I just drink vodka? No. Try something that's non-alcoholic for once.
Alright, but seriously, she's one-shotting things just like Lysithea would, but I think she has better spells, they're more accurate, they have more crit, and she can rally.
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, rally, like, it's like you have to decide for that turn, are you going to rally or are you going to kill something?
Well, that does give her more options.
I guess it's true, but her niche is just kind of rallying people. I mean, she is rally wife after all.
That's true, but it just makes her even more versatile. Like I said, she is one-shotting things.
I feel like I've had Vimto before. I don't know. Or maybe I'm mixing it up with something else. I don't know. Though I like Annette, there's no beating Lysithea when it comes to mages in 3 houses. See, he gets it. I think your Annette might be a little bit less, though.
That's also fair.
I'm not sure, but she might be. I thought someone would have killed Mercedes off since she was your best healer by far. The targeted rally wife instead. I mean, hey, sometimes the Brit bongs are not the smartest in their kills. I mean...
Although...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I have been trying to use Hanneman too, but he went like 5 levels without gaining a single point of magic.
Dang, that's unlucky. Unlucky. Cliff has been cooking. He has gotten strength and skill in his most recent level up.
He's doing good.
Yeah, he is. He's patching himself up a bit. These archers are being really annoying. By the way, recognize the difference in this map? I mean, this is with the original map, and then this part is the part that has been added in. Need to get Silk out of here for now. Once the archer is dead, we can afford to move, but before the archer goes, we need Silk to not be in range.
These archers have been nasty.
They're not even really that scary, they're just really annoying. I don't see a difference. Well, to be fair, you've never played the original game, so you wouldn't know what the difference is. I mean, he's not gonna go for Cliff because he just sees an easier target. But in case he does, for some reason, go for Cliff, then we know. I keep forgetting about this idiot. This one stupid steel bow guy. I keep forgetting about him. Okay, he's going for Alm. That's actually not too bad. That's what you think. Wait, what? Nah, I think you just don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't know why the game randomly lags when it's a GBA emulator. Let's go chip this archer.
Emulator can't handle Cliff's power.
Yeah, can't. Cliff is the Ash of this run. He's gonna crash the emulator.
Yeah. You know, I was wrong about Ash. He's pretty good.
He's so good he breaks the emulator. Alright, there we go. Very nicely done. Okay, now we can... Yeah, I don't understand this thief. He showed up right here, stole the treasure, and then just never did anything. What kind of thief? I don't know what this thief is. Alright, we need to get rid of this. This archer's the next thing that needs to go. This archer's the next enemy that needs to go. But only one of our units can actually deal with him, unfortunately. Ash being good, who would have thought? And Ness and Maki are in the corner, just saying, "We told you so." I know that, I mean, Ness isn't even here right now, but I'm sure he's thinking that. Watch this hit. Yeah, of course it's gonna hit. Of course it is. The AI can hit anything it wants, but I can't.
Well, that's the rule.
That's the golden rule in Fire Emblem. The AI is allowed to hit anything, no matter how ridiculous it is, but you're not allowed to as the player. If you want to hit something, too bad. Cry about it. My Ash is a great sniper. Yeah, mine was too. We gave him the freaking Parthia to kill Edelgard.
I have the Rusted Parthia on standby for my run.
Okay. He dodges. Is he gonna get the kill? There we go. Let's go, Cliff. Alright, very nice. That annoying archer is gone, thankfully. Oh, the thief is gonna attack me, dang. I did not expect the thief to be an aggressive thief. It's like the only time he's ever moved on this map is to go and attack Gray. Let's give Gray the kill so he can get a level up. Doesn't he drop the item? Yeah, he does. We just can't steal items off enemies since we don't have a thief. But that's okay. Until they start having stealable stat boosts and stuff like that. Really, Gray? Come on. Could have at least gotten speed or something. But hey, we got another Iron Lance. Oh, he can talk to, yeah, he could... Cliff and Gray can talk. We'll say Ash has been better than every time I use Ignatz. I don't know if I can ever get a good Ignatz. Yeah, I don't either. Can we
Okay,
not... What?
Ignatz and Ash, two different things.
That is true,
Ignatz,
they kind of...
he's the debuffer. Ash, he has early access to Death Blow, and that's about it.
Yeah, Ash gets early death blow, which is nice for him. But that's the main thing he has.
But then again, all of them just lose to Shamir.
Yeah, Shamir just puts them to shame.
She's way too overtuned.
Sort of? I mean, I don't know. I think, like, she starts out really strong, but her growths are not amazing, from what I remember.
They're actually pretty decent.
They're okay, but I have gotten screwed over with her before. At least
I guess all my units have just been blessed lately.
Maybe. I sort of had Vimto, even though it's a British thing.
What is it?
It's like a British drink of some sort. It's like soda.
Oh, okay.
I think it's soda. I think that's what it is. Alright, let's see. We got a support. Gray. Hey, Cliff. What's new? I'll cut to the chase. Your father was a merchant, yeah. Uh-oh. Don't tell Kamaru. Don't tell Kamaru!
Oh.
And pretty good one, too. He gets to travel the world? Uh-huh. I don't know why I said it like that. I should have been like, uh-huh. Has he ever told you stories about his travels? Plenty. From the extravagant cities in the heart of Sophia, to the vast charms of Macedon. You must be jealous of him. Not really. He's always being hassled by brigands and rogues, and escorts cost a fortune for journeys outside of Valencia. I don't see how he can stand being a merchant. As it stands, we only just make ends meet from his profits. We'd be better off just harvesting livestock and crop like everyone else. So what? You're still in the same spot as the rest of us. If I could travel the world and make enough to survive, I'd be content. Of course you would be content. Roaming from who knows where to Hyrathi seems right up your alley. What's that supposed to mean, Gray? Oh, please. Everyone knows you and your mother don't exactly have the best relationship. I would bet tonight's helpings that you didn't even tell her you were leaving. How's that any of your business? What does my relationship with my mother have to do with this? Because if I had to choose between seeing the grandiose stories of yore and otherworldly knickknacks, or being able to have my father eating supper with us, I'd choose a supper with my pops any day. Alright then. Fairly certain that wasn't in vanilla.
No, that's definitely new.
Yeah, that's gotta be new. There's no way. No way it's not.
Merchant Gray.
Merchant Gray. It's got juice of grapes, raspberries, black currants, and black... Maybe I haven't had it then. I've definitely heard of it. I think I've seen it in stores, but maybe I actually haven't had it.
Didn't even know there were black carrots.
Yeah, I don't even think black carrots doesn't even sound like a real thing. Is it time for Cliff to just go snipe around enemies? I mean, he might as well. He gets free hits. Might as well give him the free hits. I mean, I don't see why not. He's a little inaccurate, but free hits, why not?
Doesn't hurt anything.
Yeah, it doesn't. There's no risk. Silk and Faye support still there. She's so based for hating on Faye. Nah, Silk is never based. Silk is never based.
They took away her cargo warp.
Yeah. Alright, let's open this. Mayday. It's pretty quiet though. Yeah, it is kind of quiet. Oh, there she is. What pigs? I can't really do her voice. Relegating me to this rat-infested... like some baseborn serf? They'll rue the day my brother hears of this, that's for sure. Surely he must be the one who has sent these saviors to open my cell. Yeah, it was definitely him. We can literally rescue her, not that we need to do that. She's got a chest key, and, okay, I mean, that's not too bad. Imagine saying Silk is based. Yeah. What about Silk is based? What's with the Silk hate? She sucks. Like, she's managed to be a bad healer. I don't even know how you do that, but she managed to be a bad healer, and it's not like her design or character is really that great either. I don't care what Cross says. She's not really that good. In a game like Valencia, with the female characters of Valencia, I'm sorry, Silk's just really not cooking much.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much going for her.
If she were in another phone game, maybe she would be, maybe she'd do better competitively, but against the women of Valencia, nah. Like, you're up against the likes of, like, Paula and Tatiana and May. It's like, nah. No, you don't. You just can't really compete with that. Honestly, Tobin could use some experience, though. Oh, she just goes right... Wait, what was that music? It sounded like freaking. It sounded like that one FE6 song on the Western Isles, but like a slowed version of it or something. That was weird. Okay, and she's excellent. They nerfed her on Echoes. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Summer is okay, yeah. Except the fact that my birthday's in it.
It would be less gay if you just got air conditioning.
That's true. That is true. If you just got... Not having air conditioning is a skill issue. You're Claire, right? The boy will show more respect than that. Right. Look, we're here to rescue the captured Deliverance forces. So do you mind if we save the formalities for later? Oh, in that case, I suppose I'll let it slide. I'd love to help. I'm afraid they've confiscated my weapons and hidden them in this fort. Well, it isn't much, but Lucas had a spare lying around. Think you can use this? That'll do just fine. Like her portrait. Yeah, I think she's got a good portrait. The portraits in this hack are really good. You're Arab. You should like the summer.
Look nice.
I'm not Arab. I'm Paki. There's a difference. Okay. So she gets a free lance, just a kind of lame lance, but I guess it's something to get you started. I think that's what the Iron Lance is for. I was really confused, like, what's this random lance is doing here that the thief just stole from the chest? I guess that makes more sense, though. It's an Iron Lance for her.
Her stats don't look bad.
Yeah, they do look pretty good, actually. How much do the Iron Lance wear down? I'm curious. Because I don't... Who has it? I think it's Gray who has it. Let's do a trade chain, I think. Really quiet, I can barely hear him. I mean, I can turn him up a little more. I've already turned it up a little bit. Okay. I mean, he's just not talking 24/7. That's part of it. It's not just me. Well, it's kind of weird that it's only you two. It's always you two. Anytime something's off audio, it's always you two. I don't know why. You just have, like, really bad speakers or something? Because no one, like, there'll be times where no one else has any issues, and it's just, like, it's just you two. So I'm not just crazy. Nah, you are still crazy.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. I don't know. I think she's more than a bit crazy. Wait, this doesn't weigh her down. An Iron Lance that doesn't weigh a Pegasus down. Okay, I'll take it. I'm a little bit surprised, but yeah, I'll take it. Hey, Super.
That's definitely new.
I thought you were here earlier, but I guess maybe you weren't. I don't know. Also, that was funny how Maki just joined to say hello and just never said anything after that. I don't know. Nothing will ever beat that time when Mangs joined my rev stream and just said, "Is this game any good?" He never said anything else. Is this game any good? Never says anything else. Just, is this game any good?
The answer is yes. It's
Rev,
it's the peak of his channel.
Exactly. Why is that build guy so quiet? I was here 1 hour before stream. Okay, yeah, that's why I thought I saw you. I'm drawing. Oh, okay.
Drawing what?
That's the real question. Drawing what? Let's have Claire go get her debut fight here. Computer is on 40% volume. It's not that my speakers are bad at all. Well, you could just turn it up. You could just turn it up, like.
Proctor, that was a joke.
What would she say? Even the belt notices it. Yeah. She's just very unaware, I guess. Now, that's what you draw, Proctor. I don't think Maki's the type to do something like that. It would be nice if Silk had it. Well, I guess she does have Nosferatu to heal herself, but it's not exactly the most reliable means of healing, is it?
Yeah, 60% on 1 RN, that's
That's not very good. I mean, just watch like the beginning of the stream again. How many attacks I was missing? At around 60%.
quite
or
a
so.
few.
Yeah, quite a few, exactly. Alright, Cliff.
Wasn't there even a 90 miss?
Yeah, there was like a 95% I missed earlier. I think it was a 95%. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Oh, nice! Nice dodge. Dodging 72%, let's go. Yeah, I guess 70% are a lot more shaky now.
Definitely.
Yeah, since they're actually more like 60% in true hit. Use up my gin bottle. No, never use.
That means no more.
Yeah. You gotta get something else to drink, preferably non-alcoholic.
Drink orange juice.
Yeah, just drink orange juice. And no, you don't need vodka. Just frickin' drink orange juice.
It's good for you, unlike gin.
True. We do 10 damage, I'm not sure. I think Toad does. Yeah, he does 11 if he hits. Okay. I mean, I will give Claire this. She is very accurate from what I'm seeing. And that's really nice. A little bit frail, but I mean, what Pegasus Knight isn't? 5 bottles of stuff? Of course you do. Orange juice earlier. Just drink more of it then. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Toba needs a bit more EXP. Not a ton more, but he is falling a little bit behind on levels. Probably because he's just the worst mage of the squad. Like, if I need an offensive magic, I usually just go for Faye.
Well, he'll get Excalibur eventually.
That is true. That is true. Persona 5 song. That's kind of easy because most of them suck, so the few actually good ones stand out. Probably Price. The third dungeon theme. I'm not drinking more that's unnecessary sugars. Yeah, so is alcohol.
My favorite P5 song is downloading the DLC where you get to listen to the P4 soundtrack.
Bass. I'll eat natto instead. Okay. I mean, I guess it doesn't really quench your thirst, though. I don't think food really quenches your thirst. But whatever.
What's natto again?
It's like fermented soybeans or something. I have no idea what it tastes like.
That's what it was.
I've heard
yeah.
it smells really bad. I have no idea what it smells like, though. Most of them suck. Wow, that is a hot... No, it's not. No, it's not a hot take. You just have bad taste. Like, what song in Persona 5 is actually good? There's a very, very small few that are good, but... I believe goes hard. I don't even remember what that is. Which
I think that's like the last song you hear in Maruki's Palace.
Don't know what that is then. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Because I've not really played the Maruki stuff, and I probably never will. Because he's fruity, and from what I've seen of his story arc, it's incredibly retarded. Life Will Change is actually pretty good. Yeah, I agree with that. That is like one of the few. That is one of the 3 good songs in the game. Well, 3 or 4, or something like that. It smells like feet if you go up close. It smells like feet. I don't know if you're just joking around or it actually smells like feet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one is the case.
I mean, you're gonna smell it. Your mouth is right next to your nose.
Yeah. It's a very hot take, and you know everyone praises Persona 5's soundtrack. Who praises Persona 5 soundtrack? I have never heard that before. It's the best song in the game. Life Will Change is probably the most iconic song in the game. That's probably true.
Yeah.
It actually does put my nostrils up. Well, I don't think I put my nostrils right up to my food. Because it's a little strange. Unless I suspect it being like burnt or something. But I can usually tell if something like rice is slightly burnt or scorched or something like that because it, well, I mean, it's a very distinct smell. You can mentally ignore all smells. I don't know, man. I don't think you can mentally ignore every single smell in existence. There's some smells that you just can't ignore. I would like to pull this guy. Oh, he's got a javelin. I wish I had a javelin. His head Kamoshida, yeah.
According to Harden's streams, he won.
This is true.
Game's over.
Very true. He did win. You see the new Atlas game account today? It looks a little weird. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know there was a new Atlas game that came out today. That's how little I know about it.
Okay, now I'm curious. What's the game called?
Last Surprise got stuck in everyone's head at least once. Yeah, it got stuck in everyone's head, but that doesn't mean the entire soundtrack is good. One song doesn't mean, hey guys, the soundtrack is amazing, this one song is iconic. Okay, that might just be one song, though. Like, I don't think you understand what you're arguing.
Oh, Super Potter's talking about the Raito remake.
I don't know what that is.
They remade one of the old PS2 games.
Oh, okay. I still have no idea what that is. Because the only thing I know by Atlas is just Persona and SMT. And even then, I don't know much about SMT, so I really don't know
It's my
much.
favorite game series.
Oh, okay. Let's see, a javelin. Yeah, let's go battle the javelin. I'd like to get him over here, maybe, so that he actually goes over here. Dead or alive kicker? I have no idea.
Probably not.
Let's see. Can Alm kill? No, it cannot. Okay. Alright then. We could chip this guy, maybe? That's what I'm thinking.
Rizu has good game taste.
Did I double the soldier? I'm not sure if I did. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. Let's have Alm go kill this guy, I think. I think it's a good idea. Currently making final purchase for Safari Week that starts tomorrow. Wait, Safari Week starts tomorrow? I thought it'd probably already have passed. That's pretty late. Usually it's in like late May or something. Catherine is Haram. True. I don't even know what Catherine we're talking about, but you can't see chat. You can't use chat. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I can.
He can and will. We're gonna try to heal Silk. I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, her accuracy is really bad. Like 54%. Yeah, that's not really cooking with that, I'll say. But hey, it might work, maybe. So that's some femoid YouTubers. I've never seen a woman on Heraclea refer to women as femoids. I've never seen that. So that may be the first instance I've ever seen that.
I think that's my first instance of hearing the word.
I've heard the word before, but never by a woman. Unless it's like ironic. Okay, she got speed and luck. I mean, 54. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that is pretty rough. That's
Especially on 1RN.
Yeah, that's almost a coin flip. Almost just a coin flip, really. Check out the stream. Some guy's impersonating you. Yeah, he's definitely impersonating you. with the mod um, wrench next to his name too. Yeah, it's really easy to impersonate them. Wait, she can just wait. Oh, never mind. I thought that she could just fly through the wall. Wait, she can. Wait, what? She can just fly through this. The heck? Do you see this? She's just flying through the wall.
That's strange.
That's kind of broken, but I mean, I guess that's nice. I didn't realize she could do that. I thought, because at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's because she just goes through here and then no, she goes through the wall. She goes through the wall, which is the funny thing. That's my favorite co-host.
I guess we just have to consider that all Valentian buildings don't have roofs.
I guess. Use femoid verb? I don't think that's a verb. I don't think femoid is a verb. Claire's in your wall. Yeah, I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls. Missing 87. Okay. But he can land at 63%, of course. I freaking love the AI in this game. Or the way RNG works.
It's very fair and balanced.
Very. Well, you know what? I would kill with Claire. I would like to kill with Claire, but it's kind of hard to do that. Because unfortunately, unless Tobin says to miss another 87%, which he could do that. Certainly possible. Then Tobin's just gonna get the kill. Okay, he did miss one. Now don't miss another. I said don't miss another. You can miss one. You don't need to miss two, though. Okay. If Cliff were a little bit closer, he could actually fix this. So
What is my favorite FE class? Armor Knight.
Okay, Donut.
They're good.
I think they're better than people give them credit for, but I don't know if they're that good. Because most people just whine about them not having movement, and that's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not. I doubt everybody's LTCing every playthrough they do.
Yeah, and LTC is just boring anyway. Like Pegasus Knight's based. I do too.
I'm not a big fan, honestly.
See, I'm not. I feel like Wyrens are kind of boring. They're just broken. But
yeah,
they
that's
start
fair.
out kind of clunky, but they just end up being kind of broken. And it's just kind of boring. Looks like Ingrid. Yeah, probably. It probably does.
Okay.
I could see that because they're blonde Pegasus Knights. I could definitely see that. Yeah, she does. I agree with you. She actually does. She really does. You're right. I wanted Tobin to get a level up, but this game had other ideas, I guess.
Oh, Proctor wants to know what my favorite thing about Fire Emblem is. I'm not really sure. I just like it.
Now, LTC stands for low turn count, or as Donald likes to call it, low testosterone count, because a lot of LTC players also have that. Because it's not even really about actually playing the game, it's about rigging the RNG to land that 70% that you need to land, or to get the 3% crit you need to get. Which at that point, is it really skill? I mean, you're just going fishing for the right RNG at the right time. Like, it's
really lame.
Yeah, it's incredibly lame. But the thing is, the community poses as like, oh, I'm this really good player because I know how to rig 70% of my favorites. It's like, no, you're not. You're literally just making something that wasn't guaranteed to hit, by just resetting until you get it to hit. Or just manipulating the RNG in just a certain way to make sure it works. Like, if anything, the guys that are actually good at the game are the ones that are, you know, soloing FE6 hard mode with Sophia. Like, that takes a lot more work. something like that, like actually using just a really bad unit and making them work, it takes a lot more skill. Which is why I never understood
Like-
the ones that jug up like the freaking pre-promotes, like Marcus and FE7. Like, yeah, I'm really good at Fire Emblem. I use the pay to win. I use pretty much the guy that's just used to win. I use Seth and FE8, therefore I'm really good at Fire Emblem. No, you're not. Like, how does that mean you're a good Fire Emblem player? You use the most brain-dead option to beat the game. You're free to do that, but don't act like you're the best player in the universe, because you're not.
Honestly, like, people who Ironman games, they get a lot more respect out of me if they're, like, trying to claim they're a good player.
Well, yeah, because you gotta make do with what you got. You can't reset stuff. You can't go... You know, if you're dealt with a crappy set of RNG, you gotta work with it.
Like, it's impressive seeing people come back from something bad happening.
Yeah, like, I'll say that about Mengs, that he's actually really good at bouncing back. I'm terrible at bouncing back. If I've lost, you know, like, my key unit or two, it's really hard for me to bounce back. Mengs manages to do it. Proctor co-host win. That seems like it could be a recipe for disaster, possibly. It's a very wild card option.
Like, yeah, like it or not, his runs are always interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, they are.
If only he played good games once in a
True.
while. Like,
Wait, why was he talking about that lance? He's like, oh, that's that lance I was talking about, but it's just an ordinary lance. I don't know what Cliff was talking about there.
what's my type? Like, a woman I like?
Or does he just mean like type game or something? I have no idea.
Could you clarify a bit?
Yeah, it's not very clear. No, unfortunately, we'll be stuck to rants. Yeah, you'll be stuck to rants. Why do you think I'm worthy of co-hosting Fire Emblem? Did I ever say you were? I don't recall saying you were. I mean, I know it sounds kind of mean, but like, I never said you were, unless someone else said that. I spilled drink in my t-shirt. I spilled my drink a few weeks ago, and it went all over my desk and on the carpet, and that was not very good.
Like, the t-shirt you were making? That's rough.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
My type of anything?
Yeah, that's very vague.
Diesel.
Diesel? Just diesel. This outpost is mine and not a single one. Your scum stands a chance. This is some weird lines. Well, I guess that line makes sense. My chest is wet. That's, odd wording. I know what you meant. You got more speed and defense. Okay, you know what? Cliff, kinda cooking, not gonna lie. Cliff cooking. Better at aura farming? What is aura farming? Why does it sound like some weird thing that those pickup artists talk about and advertise for like $300? Do you have trouble with women? I can teach you the secret of aura farming. That'll make sure that you can get any woman you possibly ever come across. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like something that some sort of pickup artist would talk about.
Wow, really? How much? I'll have my life savings. You want my car?
You're that uppity girl I locked up, huh? You will pay for daring to imprison me. Don't you know who I am? Not a clue. Insolent troglodyte? Mangy brute? Enough. Hope for the grave will be enough to shut your yap. Tip for getting women? Just don't scream in fear. I mean, yeah, that's probably true. It's probably not a good idea. Just ask me. Well, to be fair, you're not like the average woman, Proctor. If we're asking for advice on what a woman likes, I'd probably ask Maki. And no offense. Because you... I'm trying to say this in a very inoffensive way, but it's like you don't really give the sort of vibes that women tend to give. Again, I'm not trying to mean this in a mean way. I'm trying to be as reasonable about this. I'm trying to sound as non-offensive with this as possible. It's just you don't really give woman vibes, to be honest. The average woman in real life in social places. I mean, that might be true. It's just it's hard to tell with my experiences with you. Nice dodge. I made a Discord VC if I have ADHD. Ask me in Discord VC if I have ADHD. Well, do you?
What did you say?
I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. I know my family thinks I have ADHD. At least they suspect I do. I mean, it's possible. Alright, this should be a clear level up, I think. How? But I'm a soldier. And you're nothing but... Autism is okay. Laugh and point at their... That's a weird thing to do in voice chat. Considering you can't see them. Oh, it's like a video call? Well, that's still a weird thing to do. I don't believe you. You don't believe me, or you don't believe Proctor? Because I don't believe Proctor. I don't have ADHD, I like being a retard. I don't think they're mutually exclusive. Send me figured out how to edit a bit more. I wish I knew how to edit more. Okay. A seas map in Valencia? In my Valencia?
Where's route?
Yeah, where's route? There probably are route maps. I say, it does feel good to move about again. I thought I might never emerge from that disgusting pigsty. Lucas, you have my thanks, and, the boy? This is all. He recently joined us in the Deliverance. There was a funny boss call with the guy. Yeah, I saw he said something about a lance or something. Let's ban women from chat. Based idea. Based idea, not gonna lie. Oh, well, how simply lovely. Welcome, I am Claire. The young man may address me as Lady Claire or Milady. Pleasure to meet you, Milady. So, from where do you hail, I, hail from a little place called Ram Village. A village? You don't say! My, I hardly ever talk to villagers. Well, you aren't smothered... Well, you weren't smothered in manure. So you're not quite like what I had pictured a villager to be. Right, Claire, perhaps you should consider Alm's feelings in regard to his home. His, oh dear, have I done it again? This Claire constantly reminds me. Deliverance is not like the Knights of Sophia. Not every soldier in our ranks... Why am I reading all of this? I don't know I'm reading all this. I didn't read it before.
Well, we had to have Claire claim that Alm rolls around in manure.
Yeah, exactly. Luigi, I want to... Bruh. Doctor, why are you like this? This is why Moss is saying let's ban women from chat. It's because of your comments that he wants to ban women from chat. Can we get rid of Claire? I like Pegasus Knights, but she's nothing compared to Est. They're both pretty bad. Also, why are you using Est as your guide point? As your comparison?
Yeah, that's... Bench Claire for the second worst Pegasus Knight in the game.
Yeah. She did not say manure, okay? Same, I mean, like, it's implied that's what she meant. So good as bad. Well, I mean, at least get Claire earlier in the game, yeah.
Yeah, fair. But neither of them are Ala and Katria.
Yeah, true. Faye has sudden character. Suddenly. Suddenly I'm thinking Shadow Dragon Fates. Although S is actually really good in Shadow Dragon Fates. As much as I hate to admit it, she's actually really good in Shadow Dragon Fates.
Yeah, didn't she have Gale Force?
Yeah, she gets Gale Force. She's a flying tome user. The only one in the game. I will say,
Yeah.
the guy that made the mod really knew how to design things. He really knew his game design. Because that actually is pretty good. That's probably actually some of the best S design I've ever seen. Saying, okay, this unit starts out really weak, but you actually have really good incentive to train her. Because a lot of S in the series, just you have like no incentive to train them. Like, you get an S in most games, and you're like, why the heck would I train this unit? But that actually gives you a pretty good incentive. The thing is, honestly, she's not even that hard to train in Shadow Dragon Fates. Because you get the Rider's Bane, and I mean, there's a bajillion cabs in that game, so like, it's not even that hard to train her. It's really not. She's absolutely worth training. She's a little bit of extra work, but she's not really that difficult to train. It was oddly popular.
I think that's what an S should be.
Yeah, honestly, I think an S should be like extra investment, but like you definitely get your worth out of training up that unit. Okay, they're actually... I think this is new dialogue. They're explaining that Claire bought her Pegasus. That's actually kind of interesting. What did I miss? We cleared that southern outpost. And they said that Claire actually bought her Pegasus. But apparently they're not really native to Valencia.
Oh wow, I got a lot of questions today. My favorite box art Pokemon. I like the Y bird. I don't know how to pronounce its name.
Yveltal?
Yeah.
They don't have it manned. They don't want to keep it. That's one way to look at it. How much is this actual lore not fanfic? Well, I don't think that was ever revealed in the game, but it could be also from the manga. You gotta remember, some of the things they get are actually from the manga. So that might be actually revealed in the manga, and they just put it in the game, in the hack. Which I actually like. I like when they do stuff like that. It makes sense considering Claire is the only PEG unit besides the Arcanine sisters. Yeah, it actually does make sense. Like, it does seem feasible. Like, maybe that was something they put in. Maybe that was a detail they wrote in. But it does make a lot of sense, actually. Within the lore, it does make sense.
Actually, do we see any Pegasus Knight enemies
I don't
in
think so.
Echoes?
I don't think so. The only flyer enemies you see are, like, monsters, not Pegasi, so... It's another cave. It's Seath Throne. Oh, okay, no, it's another fort. Okay, now this is, I think, original. This is an original map. Because I don't recall this map ever existing. No, yeah, this map never
Proctor... sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Proctor, to answer your question, no, I didn't eat any wedding cake.
Emma isn't from Valencia, so she doesn't count. They can become a Pegasus Knight, too. I guess there are certain... Yeah, female units can become Pegasi.
Then again, Faye's kind of new to Echoes, so...
Yeah.
She wasn't in Kaga's vision.
Yeah. You could also argue that. Anything interesting on this map? This looks like a pretty generic map. It's got another chest as well. We got some cabs. It's the first time we've seen enemy cabs, I think.
Proctor, I just didn't eat any wedding cake. There were other desserts, but the cake was just a tiny thing.
Let's see. Although with all these lances, I do kind of want to see like an axe or something, but I guess whatever. Did you eat at all at the wedding? Well, I mean, you said there's other things to eat. You just didn't eat the cake.
Yeah, they served dinner. But the corn wasn't as good as Indiana corn.
The corn! That's the important thing. For a Midwesterner at a wedding, the corn. That's what matters.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ask a woman her age. Don't refuse corn to a Midwesterner. Actually, don't ask a woman her age thing is retarded. If someone asks my age, I'm gonna ask their age. I think it's only fair. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You're gonna say, how old are you? I'm gonna say, okay, how old are you? I don't know what. If you think like, oh, I can't give you my age, but what's your age? How's that fair? Like, why should I give you my age if you're not gonna give me yours?
If you're gonna ask, be prepared to be asked.
Yeah, I agree. That's how I see it. Like, yeah, fair enough if we're not talking about age, I just ask her age, okay, I get that. But if you're gonna ask me my age, then I have the right to ask you your age. Myself and wedding cakes are edible or not? That's a weird question to ask. I mean, they're cake. I would assume they're edible. Like, what cake is not edible? You know, I don't understand. My age, I think. They think I look older than I am, maybe. I think some people sometimes think I look older than I am. That's probably because of my beard. Because, for example, if they saw me sitting next to my sister who's 7 years older than me, they would think that I'm the older sibling. But to be fair, she is kind of like a case of baby face, and obviously not having facial hair. So, I can kind of see where they get that idea. I mean, she used to teach in high school, and people literally mistook her for a student, even though she was a teacher. So, that kind of gives you an idea.
I think I'm about the opposite. I mean, I think I get mistaken for being younger too.
If I didn't have my beard, I definitely would be. But then people think I'm like 20 or something, whatever. Can't eat soap cakes. Well, I don't think soap cakes are a thing. You'll say I look awfully young for my age? Really? Well, no, that's not really the opposite. That's kind of the same thing. That's kind of the same thing as what we're saying, is that we look, that most of us end up looking way younger than our actual age. An unedible cake would be a sponge cake, but I thought sponge cakes are a type of cake. So, they're edible.
They are, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't understand, unless you just mean like it's so disgusting that you would consider it edible. Which I guess to each their own. I've never had it, so I don't know. Maybe it is bad, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't really have an
Oh,
opinion.
right, I am 7 years of age.
Yeah, you are 7 years of age, yeah, that's true. What is a soap cake? Yeah, now that doesn't sound edible. I mean, maybe it is, but it doesn't sound like it.
But what flavor is the soap?
That's an important question. When we went to the pub, thought I was 21. I mean, I guess it's better than thinking you're like 29. Beards ruin my appearance. Honestly, I want to do a bit of a social experiment because I've had my beard for so long. I'm kind of curious what people would think of me without my beard. I mean, it's like complete strangers, not like people who actually know me. Because that's because like people who know you are gonna be like, wow, I didn't recognize you, but like they'll still treat you probably the same. But it's like people who are just completely randoms, like online, they're gonna treat you completely differently. I'd like to kill Tobin so he can get some actual EXP, but we'll see.
Decorative cake that you can't eat? That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's kind of dumb. Sounds like
But
a
if I see a cake, I want to eat it.
yeah. Decorative cake sounds like a woman thing, though. It's like, oh, look at this cake. It looks so nice. Let me take a bajillion pictures. My sister did that all the time. She would be like, wait, no, don't eat. I need to take like 10 pictures of this and send it to my friends. Like, what? Well, no. Get it out of the way.
What's the point?
Yeah. I get taken like one picture, just be like, oh, this is what I'm eating. But like 10, it's like it's not a painting in a museum. It's food. Go eat it. You're not gonna hang this pizza in a museum. Go eat it.
Wait, grannies make the decorative cake? Never mind. Good idea. They have wisdom.
True. Grannies tend to be pretty good at making things. Both cooking and baking. They tend to be pretty good at that. Not even your own granny. Just women who are grannies tend to just be good at it. They just tend to be very good at it.
They've had at least 2 generations to perfect their craft.
That's very true. That's a good way to look at it. They've had decades to improve their work, and it usually ends up paying off. You can tell that they're pretty good. Part of the reason I like Pakistani food so much is because of one of my aunts. Because one day when I was like 13 or something like that, we went to visit my relatives, and she cooked this sort of curry, and it was really good. And I kid you not, this woman could go and serve up like a trash can, and I'd probably eat it. She's just that good of a cook. Like, I'm a picky eater, but if she cooked something that I wasn't familiar with, I would trust her because she's just that good of a cook. I would have faith in her. And yeah, she's my aunt, not my grandmother, but she is a grandmother. So it should show that she probably has decades of experience cooking.
Yeah, if you've done something for that long, you probably get a little good at it.
Yeah, probably. Most likely, yeah. This is a great place to actually
Otherwise?
shoot. Well, javelins kind of ruin it, but it's only one guy with a javelin, I think. Yeah. You get birthday cake? What, you don't? A little friend of mine doesn't really like cake, so he gets pies instead.
I do like pie.
I'm not much of a pie person, too. I'm not too wild about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
This guy's got crit on me, that's kind of funny. Does Greatest not have good luck? I think he has kind of bad luck. Wow, really? Missing at 93%? Come on. See, I think this map would be more interesting on Lunatic because the enemies would actually do damage. And so you'd actually be inclined to... Oh, wow. Why does the Javelin do so much? The heck? The heck? Why does the Javelin in particular do so much? Okay, like, nothing else did much damage except for that frickin' Javelin. That birth kick in 3 years.
9 is a lot of damage.
Yeah, for this part of the game, that is a lot. Alright, can we kill this archer? Please? Oh, no. God. I'm not allowed to hit any hit, but they're allowed to land a... I had a 76% chance to land that. You have like a 50% chance to land... Really? And I missed both of them, too. It's not just one that I missed. I'd be okay if I missed one. Like, I'd be like, okay, fair enough, whatever. But no, I get to miss... Not one, I get to miss 2. Birthday alcohol... Freaking court. I swear, you have an addiction. You have an addiction, woman. You have an addiction to alcohol. You cannot convince me otherwise. Proctor can't go a day without talking about alcohol consumption.
You do bring it up a lot.
A lot. Like, almost every single stream you're in. Okay, I'm not really a fan of this. You know, I could just stand right here or something. There are ways around this. There's ways to fix the situation. I may not.
So what is
Huh? Go ahead.
what is Gray's luck then? Must be pretty low.
Okay, that explains it. 2. He's got 2 luck. Yeah, that would explain it. Yeah. I didn't think it was
Suddenly
that
things
low.
make sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. It definitely do make sense. What's just raising up her dad? Wait, what?
Uh-huh.
What? Where did that come from?
That's strange.
Where did Proctor raising up her dad come up from? Yeah, what? Even Proctor is like, what are you talking about? Yeah, where did he get that? I don't understand. What? Who said anything about... What? I don't know what's going on anymore. I really don't.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused myself.
Okay. I think Tobin will be okay. Yeah, that was... Oh, I could go kill the archer. I don't know if I want to, though. Because if I do that, I kind of invite a lot of enemies to attack me, and I don't know if I really want to do that. Okay, what do these guys do? They do... 23 damage, and you have 10 defense from that, so that's not great, but we could kill the archer, and I'm really tempted to. I don't think I called out. Most of us in chat don't. Most of us
Based.
don't. Very based, though. Very based. Bruh, she said she's losing the alcohol addiction competition.
I don't think most people would take her stance, though.
Most people don't, yeah. Like I said, it's a unique thing that Europeans have. They think drinking yourself to death is a great idea. Play Smash Bros. I don't even think... So the weird thing is, I tried to play Smash Bros. Like a few weeks ago, and it just would not... It wouldn't even start up on my Switch. Like, literally the game just would... Like, it would act like it was gonna launch, but it just never... It would show, like, the loading screen, but it would never actually load up the game. I've tried it several times.
Nobody to match with?
No. Not, like, online. I just mean, like, the game itself would just not boot up.
Oh.
I don't... Like... I couldn't even get, like, just single-player mode to work. They just flat up would not open up the menu. It was so weird.
Oh, dear.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's even weirder because I have an electronic copy. So, it's not even like my physical copy is broken or something. I don't even have a physical copy. So, I don't even know what's causing that. I mean... oh, go ahead.
I played a little Smash when I hung out with a friend of mine yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. But yeah, that's really weird that your game just wouldn't work.
It's kind of weird that it took. Of course, it was going to take forever to load. No. I've loaded up Smash Bros. Several times, and it's never taken. No, it was never like this. Never. So no, it's not just, oh, it's a big game, it takes, well, no, it wasn't that. That's not what it was. Because it's never taken that long. Like, it just would never load up. It wasn't like, oh, it just took me like 5, no, it never loaded up. That's the thing. I hate this Japanese.
Nintendo must have just sent the stupid update to make your system go defunct. So you have to buy the Switch too.
Maybe. I still don't think I would actually buy the Switch 2, at least not currently. With how it currently is, like the current price now.
Current price and
like, yeah, I
could, one game.
I could buy, like, theoretically, I could buy the Mario Kart game and the Switch 2. Like, I could just go online right now and go buy it. I have the money to do it. Yeah, I do. But I'm trying to save it for school, and that's gonna set me back a fair bit.
Yeah.
I could.
Hmm.
When I was a kid, yeah, I'd be like, oh, dang, I don't have any money. Like, but I could do this. God, why is the javelin guy the most freaking annoying enemy here? Why does he do so much damage? Like, what is this? 12 attack? Why do you have 12? Well, okay. I just don't get why this guy's so strong. I don't get it.
What did they feed him?
I think javelins are just strong in this game. 3 might. That's stronger than an Iron Lance. What the heck? Why is it stronger than an Iron Lance? Yeah, it's like 3 points stronger than an Iron Lance. Wait, sorry. No, it's 1 point. Still, though, it's usually the other way around, isn't it? It's usually weaker. So I don't know what they're doing. Oh dear, this could actually be really bad. The problem is they're putting in these javelins that are really strong for some reason. I don't know why they're so freaking strong. Multi-jointed? What? What are you talking about? We considered getting a new SD card. I just did, actually. I just did a few months ago. I actually just did. That's the weird part. I don't think these cabs should have javelins, to be honest. I don't think they should. And
Oh, Ness asked.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Ness asked who my favorite FE protagonist is. Alm. I like Alm.
Alm is pretty based. I think it's
He's relatable because he's left-handed.
Yeah, same. I am left-handed too. Why do I keep missing as the javelin? He's like the most annoying guy to chip down, and of course that's the one that I'm struggling to kill. Of course. Why not? Why not have the guy that it's actually genuinely causing me trouble? Why not that guy be the one that's actually, you know, slowing me down? Oh, that's a crit. Nice. Deserved. For all the stupid dodges you've had to do. See, I need to heal, but I don't know if I can. It's kind of risky, to be honest. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Because this stupid javelin keeps getting in my way. I need long-range healing. I need like a physics staff. I really do. So I have one, two.
Don't worry.
I remember that name. I don't remember much about it. Stupid hiccups are stupid. I don't think anyone likes hiccups. I don't think anyone likes them. I don't think anyone's like, oh boy, hiccups. No one's like that.
Well, don't worry, Harden. You'll get physic with Tatiana.
Yeah, really late in the game. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Unless they change that. Oh, good God, I can't even... Oh, never mind. That's not what I'm worried about. Okay. Yeah, I need to make sure that Tobin can take this somehow. I don't know how he will. Yeah, Ness has very autistic things he complains about. Why is this cap not 28 instead of 27? I don't know and I don't care. Like, seriously, I don't know, don't care. Wait, I could just use swap. I could just use swap. Why don't I just do that? Yeah, I could just
Swap
use
is pretty nice.
Swap actually kind of saving the day right now. And I gotta say I like that. Swap might actually save the day. 5, the only way is to cheat. Only way is to cheat. I don't think that's really true. I could rescue. I keep forgetting I have rescue. Yeah, rescue would actually just solve that problem without even involving anyone in range. You can't win fair on this? On this? Oh, you mean our 1-2 switch? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. I've never played it.
Yeah, neither have I.
I've heard about it, and I think the name is kind of silly, but that's about the only thing I know. So you gotta use your head sometimes. I know, right? You gotta use your head sometimes. Alright, I need to get you out of here because you're pretty badly beaten up, and I don't need that. It is nice that she can just kind of fly wherever she wants to go, though. That is nice. Use Seth? Why would I use Seth? I don't even have Seth. How would I use Seth if I don't even have him? That seems like a brilliant idea.
I think he's telling you to play FE8 instead.
But FE8 is boring. I don't get why people like FE8 so much. It's kind of boring.
I guess if you want something quick and easy to play,
Quick
and don't really want to be challenged.
Yeah, I guess. 3 defense?
Sometimes that's nice.
I don't know if you're gonna hold up that well against with 3 defense. 24 damage. Oh dear, you need some more defense. That's what you need. I think she'll be okay though, because there won't be enough enemies that reach her. But still, that is a little scary. Yeah, having rescue drop is actually really nice. Okay, going for Lucas, that's always good. And you miss, nice. Not that I think it really mattered that he missed, because I mean Lucas would have tanked that easily. Wouldn't have been any risk. Oh, actually, now I think about it, Faye may have been in trouble if she didn't dodge. Because fire, of course, drains her HP. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, he's going for Gray. Alright, interesting. When do you get Catherine? She's not in this game. She's not in this game. This isn't 3 houses. Not that I'd want her anyway, because she's kind of a not likable character.
Her stats are great, but her personality sucks.
Exactly. Exactly. These cabs are really, really strong at this point in the game. I'm gonna use Faye to go chip these guys down. They are really, really annoying. The javelins are the worst, though. They are the worst, man. They are the worst. This guy have range.
They're really nasty.
Yeah, because they just do a lot of damage.
When do we get to play with a javelin?
Chapter 25? I don't know.
One of these calves should have dropped it or something.
Hopefully. I would like that. I'd be all for that. Then I wouldn't mind them using javelins. They actually just give them to us. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. This is why we should make Mug and more hacks.
Legalize Mug.
Legalize Mug! I know, right? Legalize mugging. Should all legalize mugging. Is that a female calf? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. It's got a ponytail. But then again, let's not use that logic with Ford. But I think most every other generic cat with a ponytail is a female, fairly certain. Inviting my family onto stream. Why are you inviting your family onto my stream? Why are you inviting your family onto my stream, Doctor? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me?
More British people incoming.
More British people, and they're not Moss. Okay. At least we got rid of the javelin, I think. Yeah, we got rid of the javelin. That's good. That makes things a lot better.
Yeah, I wish there was some way to display that their HP is going down when they cast their magic.
It
like in the
does
forecast.
slightly show it, but it's not very noticeable. It does vaguely show it. It's just hard to see. When some guy in voice chat makes his sister or girlfriend come into voice chat, it's like a bad idea, especially when they're supposed to just shout the N-word at them. Yeah, that probably is a bad idea. Probably.
Didn't that happen with you though, Proctor?
Female Cav and she deals 3 damage must be related to Isadora. Maybe. Maybe. Harassment to playing Peak. What do you define as peak is kind of the problem.
Really not FE7.
I don't think she even knows much about FE7.
Oh,
Proctor,
Ostian Princess.
I have told you countless times you killed her. I can't play a game if you killed the Ostian Princess. Can't play it if you killed her. Or
If you like Ostian Princess so much, why did you kill the Ostian
Yeah, why?
Princess?
It doesn't make any sense. She thought she was the imposter or something. I don't know. I would love to give Claire a kill, but it's too risky. Hey, Gruda King.
Bruto.
Okay, what do we got here? What do we have to do now? She's demanding us to play Ostian Princess after killing her. Because, you know, that makes sense. It certainly bought me for the internet. Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt it. I don't, considering the things you say, I would not doubt that. I would not be surprised at all if your family banned you from that. She killed another? Well, no, she can't kill another unit. She just keeps saying, play Ostian Princess when she's already killed her. How can I play Ostian Princess if she killed my unit? The Ostian Princess is Lilina. I need to heal, do we have an orange? I could use an orange. Who has the orange? Where is the orange? Oh, Lucas is the orange. I can't use that. Well, I'm just gonna take a vulnerary. I'll be taking this. Why does Claire not start with a vulnerary? That's kind of annoying. I guess she's a prisoner, but still. I guess she has to be unarmed, but you could at least give her a healing item.
Although, why does a prisoner start with a key?
Yeah, that makes even less sense.
Are they just trying to say Claire is stupid?
I guess. Or the guards are even dumber, I don't know. Okay, nice dodge. It's an alm kill. Use Chimera's Sister and Spirit. Yeah, kinda. Alright, skill and speed. Sounds good to me. Centimeme, okay. Okay. Faye, what are you gonna do? You're probably gonna double. I have a feeling you're gonna double. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, what? Whoa! She gets doubled? Okay, that's scary. I don't know why she gets doubled. That's really bad. You do not need to have 3 defense and get double. That's a no. Wait, what? 5 speed, 7 speed doubles. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. You have 5 speed, but you get dulled by a guy with 7 speed. I don't get it. Or does this weigh you down? No, it doesn't.
I mean, isn't the threshold the Echo's threshold of 1?
Well, yeah, but we established it. 1 speed threshold does not affect it. For some reason, 1 speed. Oh. Maybe it's 2 speed? I don't know. It might be 2 speed. 2 speed might be the threshold you need. Let's see, who are we gonna give the kill to? We can give it to Faye. I don't know if I want to do that. The more Ness keeps talking about his stupid exclamation marks and stuff like that, the more tempted I'm just to tie him out every time he says that. So he'll just quit the habit.
Yeah.
Because it's just getting really old. I mean, I never found it enjoyable, but it's getting really stale. Okay. Alright. Just got these guys to deal with. This guy got a longbow or something? No, but it looks like he has a really long range. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. How does he have like bow range +1 or something? Yeah, why is his range so high? Do you see this?
Don't like equipped bows usually have 1 more range than
do
basic.
they? I don't remember.
They do in Echoes at least.
Okay, maybe that's it. That could be it. In which case we gotta be very
Because like
careful.
the standard bow isn't even effective against flyers.
That's true. That is very true. So I hope that guy drops the iron bow. That'd be really nice. He probably won't.
That would be cool.
Nazi moding. I literally can't. Well, maybe don't be annoying. Crazy idea, I know. Crazy idea. Crazy idea, I know. But don't repeat the same stale thing 10 million times. that already sounds really nitpicky. Wait, why do they... These guys have some really weird dialogue. Why do you do it? Yeah, like, why do you always... No more fluid on it. Well, that's good. Spilled gin on it? She spilled something on it, I know. Because he's black. I don't think that's the
Probably
reason.
gin.
Probably, yeah. I mean, what else does she drink? It's their entire... Her kidneys are just full of gin. I find it annoying. I find it funny to point out. It might be funny like once or twice. Actually, it's never funny. But I get like once or twice, but you do it like 20 times a stream. I don't know, man. Has a joke ever gone stale for you? Have you ever heard a joke that was maybe funny like once or twice, but then someone just keeps repeating it and it's no longer funny? That's what this is.
Comedy gets effectively worse the more you use it in quick succession.
Yeah. In Magnum, well, I don't know what the heck Magnum is, but it's probably alcohol. Considering it's Proctor. Does this guy have a javelin? Yeah, he does. So I need to talk Almond Tobin again. I need to deal with this archer. I don't know how. Actually, I do have an idea. It's a little risky, but alright, we're just gonna have Cliff deal with this thing. Well, not really the boss. The boss, he's not really gonna do much. Magnum tonic. Proctor, don't talk about alcohol for one stream challenge. Impossible. Like genuinely, I think it's actually impossible for her to do that. Kind of being oversensitive for a guy who said he didn't care earlier. Well, stop repeating the same thing that's annoying, and I'll stop doing that. Oh, you support with... Who do you support with? Oh, okay, Alright. Should make Ness mad more, it's funny, okay. Hey, how's Trix? Hey, Tobin, what's up? Between this battle and the last one, that's been pretty uneventful, I suppose. You sure about that, Tobin? In our last battle, the enemy surrounded you. Gray had to come and save you. That never happened. I had everything under control. I don't need you to sit here and tell me how great Gray is when I was doing fine enough on my own, thank you. I'm sorry, Tobin, I didn't mean to offend you. I was just concerned, that's all. Anyway, how's the life the Druidman's treating you? Is it everything you'd hoped it'd be? It's far from perfect, but being able to go out and see Zofia for real and to serve its people while I'm at it more than makes up for that. Yeah, to each his own, I suppose. What do you mean? I don't get how you could just go up and fight for this country on a whim, not knowing whether you're going to get anything in return or not. Most soldiers only work as hard as they do so that they can have enough money to sustain themselves and their families. I'm no different. I don't really have anyone to worry about aside from my grandfather. Well, you need to have something to support yourself with, Alm. This war isn't going to last forever, and you aren't the type to just curl up and die once it's done. What are you going to do after that? Tobin, we aren't kids anymore. Every day we risk our lives in combat, and every day that we're not slain on the battlefield is a lucky day in my book. We're soldiers now, and I'm more worried about surviving tomorrow than what I'm going to do a few years from now. That's not the point. If we make it through this war, then what then? I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay. We could shove Tobin, but I don't think it's a good idea. Actually, this is what with Alm. I swear you had this in vanilla.
I don't think you did.
I feel like it feels familiar. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. It's entirely possible.
Alright, I'm curious.
Some of the dialogue look familiar. Okay, this archer's the problem. It's not even that he's that scary. Well, he is kind of scary, but not for the reasons you think. Well, I mean, partly because of my flyer, but... Okay, yeah, we need Cliff to take care of this. I feel like he did. At least part of that support feels... Okay, we're just gonna ignore the boss for now, because we just don't need to deal with him. Okay. This guy's not too bad. If we can go and chip with Cliff, and then maybe kill with Tobin. Definitely professional sounding. Yeah, most of these supports do sound like it was actually written by the actual Echoes team.
So, strangely enough, Alm only supports 3 people, which is Claire, Faye, and Myson.
Really?
He does have a bond support with people.
I think he just has random. I think he has like conversations with these other characters though in vanilla, and that's probably what I was mixing up for. That's probably what I was mixing up for. Okay, we'll kill the archer.
It could just be like a talk.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. Really, Tobin? Oh, never mind. We hit again. There we go. Okay. I don't mind you missing if you still get another hit. You sound nest-phobic. Oh, he got speed. Very nice. He's gonna need speed to stay competitive, so that's good. Of course, the Iron Bow guy didn't actually give me his Iron Bow. Of course. Cheapskate.
We need Mug. Where is Ricardo?
Yeah, where is Ricardo when you need him? Okay, Silk gets a level. Oh, she's like a level 3. Oh, level 5, okay. Attack and speed, okay. I mean, when she actually hits, that'll matter, I suppose. When she hits. Oh, she is the okay, I know they had a support. I know that. Hello, Faye. Oh, Silk, we seem to be running into each other here on the battlefield. Yes, well, I was hoping we could get to know each other better. There are so few of us women fighting alongside Sir Alm, after all. And there are many things I wish to talk about that aren't meant for the ears of men. Oh, like what? Well, you know, things you wouldn't talk about with your male friends. I don't know of anything like that. My only friends are the village boys. So I don't know what I'd talk about with you that I wouldn't talk about with them, especially because I kind of just met you. We could always start with a bit of gossip. Do you think anyone in the army fancies each other? No offense, but I don't really think that kind of gossip is for me. Anyway, good luck, I guess. What in Milla's name just happened? Perhaps I'll need to rethink my approach. You know, I just realized something. If Faye was only around boys when she grew up, does that mean that Faye ended up being a tomboy?
I guess.
I mean, that's usually how tomboys end up kind of being born. Is that they're just around guys for their entire life. I mean, she certainly doesn't look like how Fire Emblem likes to portray tomboys. Or portray, not betray, that doesn't make sense. I mean, she certainly doesn't look like it, but, I mean, it would make sense, considering all of her friends growing up were boys. It would kind of make sense.
I mean, I guess there was Celica for, like, however long she was there, but that's it.
I don't even think Faye and Celica were really friends, though. I don't think they even really spoke.
Oh yeah, she didn't like Celica because she was buddy-buddy with Alm.
Wait, what did... Root beer called what is no alcohol in it? Tomboys are cringe. Aren't you a tomboy, though? So I don't really... That seems kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, you're also in Dawnclave, which is like Tomboy Simp Central, so... Explain that. Called a tomboy even though she really isn't. Or they just have a really weird way of showing it. Because yeah, I do remember what you talked about. Yeah, that's true. The game does describe her as a tomboy, but we never really see her really seem that tomboyish or anything like that. Maybe they intended to flesh that out with supports, they just never really did. Oh, just knows, yet sometimes doesn't. And then I feel like after Sheeta, they just kind of They just kind of said, okay, this girl has short hair, therefore tomboy, which I think is honestly worse. Because it's just as lazy, but then they make the character ugly too. Like S. It's like, yeah, the reason is that she's implied to be a tomboy, but she's just... it's the same level of explanation, it's just... Never mind, I don't know anymore. Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, they kind of did that with Leone, but then they fixed her.
That is true. Yeah, it's definitely very heavy. Like, I think Leone is probably the best written tomboy in Fire Emblem. It's actually kind of written that she is. I guess Sully is, but Sully just. I never got the vibe that Sully's a tomboy. She just seemed like a really aggressive feminist sort of vibe. At least that's what I got when I played her.
Her whole personality is just like feminist who swears a lot.
Yeah, that's all I got when I played the game. And when people years later told me she's a tomboy, I'm like, what? I never got that. Like, that's not the vibe I ever got. She was always like, is it because I'm a woman? Like, she's always like really aggressive about it. She's always really aggressive about it, which is why I don't see it.
I wonder why I never used her.
Like, her character, like, she might be an alright unit, but like, I just never liked her character. And then apparently in my first playthrough of Awakening, she ended up with Chrom. Like, oh, bro, what? Chrom.
Oh, same.
I was like, Chrom, did you like bash your head into a wall or something? Oh, man. What is appealing about Sully? It's like the least appealing woman you can. You're better off supporting the farm girl or whatever, that random villager girl. At least she looks alright. Who are we talking about, Sully? Yeah, Sully. We're talking about Sully and how she just makes, like, I don't get it. She's supposed to be a tomboy, but she just seems like really, she just doesn't really seem to like men that much. So it's like, I don't really see that. She's definitely annoying. She's not likable. She also just doesn't, that's not how tomboys actually act. They don't act like that. That's not how they... Like I said, Leone is a lot closer to probably what's actually more accurate. Although simping around for Gerald's probably not exactly that accurate either. But the sort of where like Sylvain's like, I'm not gonna hit on you because you don't really look like a woman. That's kind of a tomboy trope, I suppose. But I mean, there's a lot of tomboys that do look like women.
The thing is, he didn't even realize she was a woman.
That's true. Yeah, he didn't really realize that. And
I think that's spell it out for him.
I think that's why she grows her hair out. I think that's actually the reason. I mean, it's never stated, but I think that's it. It's because so many guys probably didn't realize that, and she probably actually wanted some guys to hit on her and stuff like that. And she's like, "Why did no guys hit on me?" And she's like, "Oh, it's because I look like a dude." She realized
this makes sense. She didn't talk with Sylvain in Three Hopes, and that's why her hair is short.
Yeah, that's kind of true. So me is meh. She's not bad, just meh. I mean, her design looks nice. I can get why you might not like her character, but like her design at least looks nice.
She's at least she's better than Sully.
Well, yeah,
which isn't asking much, but
looks a lot nicer than Sully, and has a better character than Sully. I don't really know much about Sumia's character. She seems kind of basic, but that's better than Sully. That's definitely better than Sully. I can say that much. I think we'll just have our two mages go in. Oh, no, I need Alm to go open the chest.
yeah, it's kind of weird that they just made the Lord the chest opener. Like, you'd think they'd give us an early game thief or something.
Or
but
give us,
nothing.
Marth sort of does that in his games, but you get the Fire Emblem, which is kind of the reason why. Which is literally like a glorified chest key. She can have her sword with Sylvain even when she grows it out. I guess that is true, which is probably more of a oversight. I feel like it's not intentional. It's probably we expect
Definitely.
For revenge and heartbreak. Well, I mean, that's the kind of the fun thing about Safari Week is that it can be either very successful or it can be very disappointing. What game are you even hunting in? The main Safari zones I've hunted in are like the Fire Red Leaf Green. I mean, everyone hunts in that one. They don't really have that good of targets, but like Shiny Chansey, everyone tries to. That's like the big goal. Chansey, Tauros, Kangaskhan, those are the big three. Because they're really hard to catch. I have actually found Shiny Chansey in the Safari zone, and obviously, as you might imagine, I didn't get it. No, not Chansey. Sorry, Tauros. I got Tauros in the Safari zone, and I wasn't able to catch it. Soul Silver. Oh yeah, that has probably the best selection, to be fair. But it's probably the more annoying one to set up because it requires all these days and stuff. I know there's tricks to it, but I don't really care enough. I don't have the. No, I'm just not interested enough to actually do that. It does have some good targets though. Sumia has a reduced support chain compared to the rest. Really? She does. She does?
Yeah. I think hers is kind of limited.
Really?
I also think she's kind of like portrayed to be the canon love interest of Chrom.
Yeah, that's
so.
what's kind of intense. Maybe that was the idea behind that. Yeah, I've hunted in Fire Leaf Green and the Great Marsh, where I found a shiny Yanma. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch it. It's a really cool looking shiny. A really cool looking shiny. If you haven't seen what it looks like. It's like this really nice turquoise blue. Gonna get a shiny Sorok again as the last one cut away last year. And then I think I also did a little bit of hunting in Emerald, and I got a Mareep that I did catch. It's now an Ampharos. It's really nice in Gen 3.
What's shiny Ampharos look like again?
It's like a purplish color, but the gem on its head is actually blue.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. So I was pretty happy with that shiny. I was like, you know what, that's actually a pretty good shiny. And it's actually a mon that I like to use. I mean, who doesn't like Ampharos? But, I think I was trying to go for Gligar, because Gligar is a really nice shiny, but wasn't able to get it, unfortunately. But I won't. Yeah, I don't have Switch Online either anymore. I used to have it, but...
I think I do.
My biggest problem is actually just Smash just does not work.
Yeah, that's the only game I would play online.
Drone's not hitting today. You got Artist Block or something? I don't know. I've heard of Artist Block. I don't know much about it because I'm not the type to really draw much. So.
Yeah, I can't do any arts and crafts.
Yeah, she's been here a good while, Gruda King, but yeah, she's just been drawing, which is why she hasn't been saying much. Alright, let's go see what's in this chest. Give me a bow, come on. 11 sword! Okay. We get 11 sword, okay. I guess that's about the same point in the game you would get it. It's got 15 might. It's pretty nice.
How many uses?
It has... Oh, it doesn't break. It's unbreakable.
Oh.
Because I know you get the lightning sword or whatever it's called in Echoes, which that's probably what this was to simulate, but wow. 15 might, and I think it goes off your strength stat too. Your attack stat. There's no magic stat, so it's actually really good.
It's either that or it's a fixed 15 like the lightning sword is.
It just says 15 might. So I'm assuming it adds on to your attacks. That's actually really strong, if that's the case. Yeah, it's the magic sword.
If that's the case, it's crazy, but if it's like the regular Echoes case, it's just gonna do a flat 15.
Not that that's a bad thing, but I feel like it's actually the former. Because I feel like it would specify that.
I suppose you'll have to test it out.
Yeah, maybe test it out against the boss, I don't know. Give it to Gray, perhaps.
He'd make good use of it.
He would. I usually give the lightning sword to Gray, so...
Yeah, it's good on whoever you make a mercenary.
Okay, let's see what he does. 15 times 2? Okay. Maybe you were right, though. Maybe it does a flat 15. Wait, does it? Yeah, it just says 15, because if it were... It might be a flat 15. You might be right. Because it said his attack to 15. Still, that's not necessarily bad, at least for a good chunk of the game. Anyone that can double is going to have a really nice time with it. I think I'm going to give it to
And, like, enemies don't know what res is yet, so...
That's true. They don't. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This makes a great delete button. Whoever you give this to just makes them a delete button. You know, I want to give Faye the EXP though, because Faye has not gotten enough EXP.
What's she at?
She's at level 4, everyone else is level 5. We're about, well, I guess Claire isn't, but Claire we also just got last chapter, so that makes sense. Can't believe Jewish people got married like less than a year after knowing each other. I didn't know it was a Jewish thing.
I suppose that would let them have children faster.
Yeah, it would. Wow, Claire does like nothing. You know, who needs a magic weapon? It's probably Claire. Claire probably needs it more, to be honest. That's with an Ireland, by the way. That's with an Ireland. Maybe
they added a flame lance.
Maybe that'd actually be really nice. I mean,
Pretty cool.
I would be all for that, but I don't think they would do that. Maybe it's possible, I suppose. All right, Faye is level 5 now. Got skill and defense. I wish she gets her offensive stats, but you know what? Defense is actually pretty helpful. She kind of nearly died earlier, so I would certainly take that.
Those archers were very cruel to her.
11 lance has a better ring to it than 11 sword. Very true. Get that alliterative power. Yeah, Orthodox, they have like a bajillion children, so.
Maybe they did have something going for them.
Okay, let's go. We got bonus EXP. It never shows how much EXP we actually get. It just says we get bonus EXP. Is that Clive? Oh, it's Fernand. Okay. Claire, you're safe. Oh, good day, Fernand. What brings you here? Need you even ask? When I heard you had been taken prisoner, I mounted my finest destrier and sped here at once. Sir Clive couldn't leave the hideout without its commander. Oh, hey, Stellar. It's been a while, man.
Oh yeah, it sure has.
Yeah, it has been a while. Regardless, I see I am a step behind. Who is this rabble? Are you talking about us? They are not rabble, Fernand. This boy is Alm. He is the grandson of Sir Myson himself. Myson's grandson? Lucas, I demand to know the meaning of this. You were ordered to find the general himself. Sadly, Sir Myson was not so easily convinced. However, Alm and his friends had joined our cause in his stead. Is this some manner of folly to you, Lucas? Am I to be amused? Stromhack looks nice. Yeah, so far it's been pretty nice. Such base-born curs cannot possibly aid our cause. The Deliverance has no place for riffraff with pitchforks and torches. Fernand, listen to reason. These curs you so easily disparage fought valiantly for us. In fact, without Alm, we might not have retaken the southern outpost. I can vouch for them. Ha! As if the word of a mere backwater noble carries weight with me. Proctor, no. Your whole house should be kissing the Knights of Zophia's feet.
Oh no.
Oh no, he mentioned feet. Fernand equals Groose confirmed? That's enough. You can say whatever nasty things about me you'd like. I'll get over it, but Lucas deserves your respect. I beg your pardon? Do I look like a man who litters? First I read that as litters. Do I look like a man who litters?
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes. Who listens to the opinions of peasants? Then you can listen to me because I happen to agree with him. Where's the belt? He's here as co-host.
Hi.
Yeah, he's the one talking with me. Sir Clive, what exactly did he explain? A soldier's worth is not turned by the station of his birth. We do not all fight together as one, and we will never defeat Desai. Those are wise words, unforgettable words. Desai's forces already have us at heel, yet you would splinter us further? You there, boy! That's me, I take it? Out of respect for Sir Clive, I'll permit you to join the deliverance. But you will learn your place. Now, Claire, seeing as you are saved, you have no need for these people. Come, let us return, will we? We must report this matter to Sir Clive at once. Alright, see you, Gruber King. I will do no such thing. I'm going with Alm. Sir Clive will be galled with me if I do not return with you. On that condition alone, I will allow that boy to accompany us. Oh, we actually do get Fernand. Okay. I'm sure Monkey is overjoyed.
Surely he's gonna stay for the whole game.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's gonna stay the entire game. Wow, what a jerk.
He's
I
such
never
a
met...
pleasant guy.
This is like Fred if Fred weren't good. Fred if Fred were bad. Guess I've been spoiled by Lucas. He really convinced me that swinish knights are the exception. Why you mentioned me? Wait, who mentioned you? I don't know. Did someone do this little snort thing? You poor dears must be so upset. I apologize for the way he treated you. Don't be silly. You don't have to lower yourself for a miserable human being like that. Oh my. Oh great, here we go. What? I have no idea. So is the implication that Fernand was like engaged to her or something? I feel like that's kind of implied. Or at least that's sort of what it feels like. Ness is on Fent. When is he not? He's always on fentanyl. The Deliverance. So we're finally gonna get more units. Well, I mean, we got Claire, but you know what I mean. Let me say I can't breathe. Yes, he will. He will say that. Alright, Deliverance. Oh, we got a village. What are your feelings on Enron Saga? I don't really like it. I don't really like it. I was hoping to avoid the Watchmen on my way to collect you, Claire, but it seems they've prepared for my return. Station at this fort before the deliverance is founded, yes? Yeah, better than anyone, so I will deign to delegate the task of recapturing it to you. How generous of you to delegate to someone who outranks you. I'm sorry, did I hear that correctly? I'm sure my brother would love to hear about your refusal to acknowledge my promotion. As your wish, Commander. Thank you, Fernand. Now onward. Will not never get used to that. Austrian princess is better, then why'd you kill her? Is that Waltz recruitment? That song plays in a lot of games, actually. I know it doesn't play in Shadows of Valencia, but I will make sure Proctor will never live down killing Lena. I will make sure she will suffer anytime she brings up Austrian princess. I will ensure that she will regret it.
Didn't somebody mention that you need to promote Fernand to get Forsyth's PRF?
Can I
Or something like that?
Can I? I don't even think
There was something.
I mean, I don't even know what he promotes. I don't even know what
I
he
think
promotes.
somebody mentioned something like that.
Aren't we about to get to another promotion area? I think we are. Also, this is a completely
I would
new
assume.
map. This is a completely new map. Because there was not a village or a cave or any of this. This is a nice map. Don't promote him. Well, I want to go and get the PRF, so no. I mean, I can promote both of them. It's not like a either-or thing.
Oh, Ness, did I get that right? Since you were the one who brought it up?
Is that a ballista? It is! They put ballistas in this game? Dang. I cross.
Hey, Cross.
So what are Fernand's stats like? 11 strength, 7 skill, 7 speed, 2 luck. Wow, this guy does not have much luck. 6 defense, 5 res. Okay, he doesn't seem spectacular. Seems alright, but nothing particularly spectacular. Okay, yeah, you can have the Lemon Sword and the shield equipped at the same time. That's pretty nice.
That is pretty nice.
I do like that. Yeah, Claire is by far the weakest link in this army right now. She just is not doing much damage. And she can't really take much retaliation. She's not really... Well, again, I guess it's kind of accurate. It's kind of accurate to vanilla.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah, it would be nice if they buffed Claire. It would be nice if they buffed Claire, honestly. I don't know how they'd buff her, but it would be nice if they buffed her. You gotta hide the shield. Yeah, obviously. Gotta make sure the enemies don't steal it. My Romanian enemy is gonna make sure. Oh, this guy's got an iron shield. Does that mean I can steal it, or what? Can you steal shields? Or is that just not droppable or anything like that? Or it's something when you're a thief. Got a javelin guy. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Does a lot of damage too. They did buff her. How? How did they buff her? Just wait till later. Oh, did she get a PRF or something that helps her? At least that's what I'm guessing. Or maybe they gave her good promotion gains or something. I don't know.
Maybe she gets the Wing Spear.
Maybe. I could see them doing that, yeah. A Wing Spear would be quite nice. Jav Cav, yeah, I don't really like them. Oh, they do give you the Wing Spear. Okay. That's cool.
Oh.
That's nice. Oh, they're gonna go destroy the village. Oh dear, those brutish brigands. Taking advantage of a battle to hassle these innocent villagers. Worse, I fear they're hirelings. The Sire has no qualms about enlisting the lowest of ruffians to sow chaos and demand tribute. Clearly, the knightly thing to do would be to warn the villagers and drive off the bandits. I shall gladly volunteer, as flying over the river will make this a trivial feat. You may be your brother, Sister Claire, but you are still but a tenderfoot. Do you not notice that ballistician eagerly eyeing some winged bait for his bolt? It's too dear a risk for a mere ploy of diversion from the true enemy. You mustn't wager your life or your mount on it. You didn't treat me like such a child, Fernand. I'm quite sure I can find a way to arrive there in one piece. Ugh, Claire, get back here! That's an order. Are you listening? What is he, Claire's babysitter or something? I don't know. Kinda seems like it. Oh! They just put this little snag here. I was about to say, how are we gonna make it over there in time then? But no, they just put this little goofy snag here. So, okay, this is a route map. You were saying where's a route map? This is a route map.
Okay, good. We needed at least one. Come on. Also, when you started doing that voice acting, I thought you said British brigands instead of brutish.
Same thing. What's the difference? I mean, you saw how they...
Little to none.
You saw how they behaved in my Three Houses run. I mean, they might as well be brigands.
They did unacceptable things.
Very. How much movement these guys have? Not much. They got a torch. Does that mean we're getting a fog of war soon? I assume so. Seems kind of weird for them to have torches for no reason. Do calves not get swords? I guess they only get lances in this game, don't they? Early wife deserves life. Screw the British! Yeah, we could just go to the village and Kanto out, and I think that'd work.
How much range does the ballista have?
A lot, but it only does 11 damage, which is not a ton.
Oh, it's not effective. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a normal bow, I think. But yeah, I guess ballistae are in this game. So I assume siege tomes probably will be later on as well, which is annoying. I'm not looking forward to that, I will say.
We thought Meyer was bad enough.
Yeah, you thought Maya was bad. Wait till you see what, well, they, you know, they added in. What do they spell like that when they actually just mean I never understood that. They won't be Lancelot forever. Oh, they don't get Lancelot when they're paladins? Okay, that's really good. I like that improvement. That's good. I like that.
Do they also get axes?
That's a good question. I feel like they probably won't, but they will at least get swords. And hey, I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that. That's a nice improvement. I guess it didn't really
Axes might
matter.
be a bit more.
It didn't really matter in the original since Weapon Triangle didn't exist, so there's no reason to use swords. But it is nice, now that Weapon Triangle exists, that they're not going to stay weapon. They can actually unlock more weapons. That is nice. Let's try to get Cliff over here. Next time you do that double punctuation thing, I'm just gonna time you out for that. I've had enough of it and you continue doing it. Oh, okay, they're gonna move everything? Okay, you don't need to do that. Wait, he gets crit by the freaking bow? Bruh. It's a lot of enemies. It's a lot of freaking enemies going for me all of a sudden.
Oh, they just full sent it.
I'm not even worried about the brigands. The brigands aren't even what scares me. Like they're just way over here. The calves and whatnot are what scares me.
Yeah.
We may need to back into a corner. Well, there's not really a corner to back into, but we're probably gonna want to go and get into a more defensive formation. I'm ready and I don't care. Okay, then I can just time you out. If you don't care, then I guess you won't care whenever I time you out. Alright. See, look what you're doing, Ness. You're making the alcoholic drink more. Not that she probably wouldn't drink if you didn't do that. But you're making her drink.
You should just drink orange juice.
Yeah, just drink orange juice anytime you're sad. We need to kind of back up here. I need Lucas, that's what I need. I need Lucas.
I bet the Thunder Sword could do some work.
Oh, I'm sure it could. I'm sure it could. I don't doubt it. I'm sure it could. May do a little too much work.
That's also a possibility.
Once he starts complaining about Soul being too harsh again. Which is the idea, that he'll start to get mad that he gets timed out all the time, because he has to say his stupid exclamation point thing. He'll suddenly start to realize it's not worth saying all the time. What's something Luigi would say? There's a lot of guys that can reach me, and I don't like that. Bro thinks he's... Bro has main character syndrome. He says he's player 1. No, he's not. Let's go in this village. What's so important about this village? Does it unlock the paralog or something? No, it doesn't.
It might have flour.
It gives me a lance. It gives me a steel lance. I don't know if that was really worth it, but it could help Claire, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah?
To playing winner? Wait, what? Confused what he's talking about.
The guy who shot the famous guy in America doesn't really narrow it down at all.
It doesn't. You imply there's only one famous person in America. Only one. One person in all of America that's famous, and he got shot. The only person who was famous who got shot. I don't know what Ness is talking about. Do you? Does anyone know what Ness is talking about? I don't.
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He's high and just dips. Yeah, that's what he usually does. Unless there's some woman on screen that he's gonna sit for. That's typically how it goes.
Silk must not have been in Veal.
Yeah. John Wilkes Booth. He's the only famous assassin in history. Do you know that guy that... Do you know John Wilkes Booth actually changed his name to J.B. Wilkes? I kid you, this is actually what he did. He changed his name to J.B. Wilkes. Yes, they'll totally not see that coming. That's like cartoon disguise tier. Oh no, I'm not John Wilkes Booth. I'm J.B. Wilkes. No one will ever figure out. Huh? Go ahead.
He essentially just like put on a fake mustache.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what I was thinking. No. I'm J.B. Wilkes. I don't know who this John Wilkes Booth guy is. So we're looking for people who shot the president. Are you John Wilkes Booth? No, I'm J.B. Wilkes. I don't know who John Wilkes Booth is. I have no idea. Play the Kennedy shooting game. The what? It's a shooting game? What? Actually,
they made a game about it.
Weirdly enough, I did have a dream about shooting, even though I've never shot anything before. I had a dream that we're in like this weird. It was like a toy store or something like that. But for some reason, they have like these little toy musket things. It's like you play tag with. It's like what? I don't understand. It's like you shoot people across the store with it. It's not fatal or anything. It's like it doesn't even. It barely does. It barely hurts. It's just. They're not. It's like they're not little toy guns. Like I said, they look like muskets. They're like armed. They even have like a little bayonet thing attached to them. I'm like what? Why is this a toy? Like who plays with a freaking bayonet equipped attached musket? What kind of store? What kind of toy store is this? Like, it looked incredibly real.
Civil War reenactments.
I guess. Like, it looked way too realistic in the dream. I was like, why is this a toy? It makes no sense. We just gotta kind of make a makeshift wall here. Yeah, this is not the greatest of map design, just having these guys all just charge at you. I guess the idea is that you kind of wrap, or like make a wall around it, like just kind of make like a slant right here along these horse tiles. That's what I'm guessing they want you to do, but I never really understood that. I didn't see that really. Like that just did not occur to me, I guess. Because you can't really kill these guys. They've got too much bulk on them. 6 defense is... It's a fair bit for this point of the game.
How does Gray do? With his new toy.
Sadly, he doesn't actually double, which is kind of what's screwing him over. If he doubled, that'd be one thing, but he doesn't. I think he's like 1 or 2 points away from doubling, which is really unfortunate, but... Maybe I should have him take on the Brigands, because the Brigands are really slow. You can just sweep them. The Steel Lance isn't even that good. Like, the game kind of made it look like did an American make that game? I don't know. This isn't my dreams. I have no idea. Sure, you two love their moms more. What?
Proctor, you may know about the game, but like Americans generally don't like it when their presidents get shot.
Who would have ever guessed that? Who would have ever guessed? I mean, Proctor burned down the White House, so... I would go here, but I don't want to get shot at. Could go do this. Oh, I'm getting doubled, man. Some things in my runs never change. Actually, no, to be fair, this guy's really fast. Yeah, for some reason the Mercs are really, really fast in this hack. I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. I don't think it should be that fast. Fast enough to get doubled, maybe, but not fast enough to double like all your guys. That's kind of dumb. Our mages can probably cut down some of these calves, but...
The thing is, like, Mercs are usually fast and echoes, but you see so few of them. That's why Leather Shield Mercenary stands out so much.
That is true, yeah. That is kind of true. Oh, man. Why is that guy so dodgy? See, that's the thing. We can't kill all these calves, and the problem is this guy also stacks attacks, and that's not good. We need to make some sort of defensive formation here that they can just not break through. Or at least not break through effectively. That's the problem. It's so wide. This is like 5 tiles wide. This is not a place you choke with. This would probably be a better choke, but I didn't get the chance to really choke from there. I don't understand what they're really thinking with this map. I don't really understand what they were thinking you were supposed to do. There's probably some of their thinking, maybe you like go over here. No, because they immediately start running over this way. You can't just choke them on the bridge. So I don't understand what the idea was for this. Like, what does it want you to do? Of course, double the guy that is already easy to double, but... what I think I'm gonna do is have... Well, no. I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. Does he double the soldier? If he does, that might be one thing. He does double the soldier. Unfortunately, he doesn't do amazing like that. I don't know, the Steel Lance is not really cooking as much as I thought it would be. The Lance in this game just feel kind of underwhelming. I don't know. I think it's just the Lances in this game, they just feel really underwhelming for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was Lucas, but no, like, every Lance user I have so far has been really, really underwhelming. So, I don't know. I'm trying to see
maybe Lucas will get better when he
promotes. Yeah, maybe.
It'll definitely beef up his defense.
Oh yeah, for sure. This Archer also kind of worries me a bit. Yeah, these guys have way too much range. I don't like them. I don't see how you're supposed to tank this. I really don't. Because they're all calves. They can just go, like, they have the ability to just kind of go around. We're in trouble in this map. I don't know what they were going for with this map. I really don't. I don't know what they were thinking the player's going to do. We're going to have them go to this village and then just immediately charge them. Like, what? This is, like, completely open terrain. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, yeah, I can kill a cav or two, maybe, but... Honestly, I think killing one cav is about the most we can do. Reliably, anyway. We can reliably kill one cav. We can't really reliably kill two. We might be able to kill two, but it's going to be a little dicey. And it might not be worth it. But we could certainly
Ness,
kill
I
him.
did answer.
We could certainly kill one, though. But that kind of relies
Yeah,
on us actually landing our magic attacks.
My favorite box art is Yveltal, or however you say it.
Okay. We can kill... Okay, if this lands, and then we can get... We could use a horse... Yeah, horse would be amazing here. Because horses are really bulky. What we need to do is kind of pull like a chapter 4 in FE6, where you just kind of make like a little wall, and just kind of, you know, wall the enemies. It'd be really nice if I could just use Claire right here, because I need every bit of damage I can get. And the game's just saying, nope, you're not allowed to do that right now. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Ballista, especially when they're just like smack dab in the middle of the map.
And the map already doesn't really allow for choking. Look, great. Great, just great. Thanks, game. Appreciate it.
Like, this would be manageable if they widened the river by like 2 tiles.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how this is gonna go, because if they didn't put the ballista here, it'd feel kind of safe. The problem is the ballista is kind of like a wild card. You don't know who's gonna attack. And if you've already taken a lot of beating, then he can just go and, you know, be a scavenger for the kill, and I don't like that. I really don't. The problem is my guys are very open right now. They're very open. Like, I can give Fernand the kill, but what is that? That opens up the way for this guy to run in, and I don't like that.
But Proctor, yeah, I'm enjoying myself here. I hope people are enjoying me being here as co-host. I mean,
If I block up this
it's
tile,
fun.
if I block off this, like if I kill this guy and block this tile off, that might actually work. Maybe. The problem is I get shot from... These guys have too much range this early in the game. That's too much range. They don't do a ton of damage, but they just kind of stack up, and I don't like that. They only have 5 defense. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's really not. It's really not a lot of damage. You better hope you hit, because you get double. Oh my god, no! No, 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 no. Not right now, game, no! I need things to work right now. I don't need this. I do not need this, no. That was maybe gonna work if I could go camp on his tile. Now I can't do that. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. You ruined everything. I may lose my best unit because of this. Really? The game chooses like the most inopportune times to make me miss. Like the actual most opportune time for that. Anyone else could have missed, and that would have been a little bit more okay. But that, really? I needed that to land. That would have made things a lot easier. It's rough and missing hurts. Well, yeah, because I still don't get what they were doing with this map design. This map design makes no freaking sense at all. Like, what were they thinking with this map design? I'm not sure what they were going for. It's not a good... It's a very not good miss. It's not just a, oh, that wasn't good. And it's like a, wow, that was awful sort of thing. And the problem is that means that Silk is just kind of left exposed. And she already gets shot, by the way. She already gets shot. She's already going to get shot. Or very possibly going to get shot. Because, unfortunately, she's just kind of a sitting duck here.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this map. It's just way too open for them to be having everything rush.
I think we would have been okay if we just killed this cat. I genuinely think we would have been okay. If I blocked this tile, then these guys would not have had many places to go. And they just wouldn't have been able to really reach many of my guys. They wouldn't have had that many options. But thanks to a certain someone derping up at the worst time possible, now we might be screwed. What I'm thinking we might do is just use a lance right here with Fernand. The problem is we just kind of keep that gap open, and I don't know if I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, these guys aren't the problem. The brigands aren't the problem. This guy could be a problem. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 move, and like 4 range, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of scary, not gonna lie. It's kind of scary. I kind of have to do it, though. I kind of have to do it. I hate to say it, but I kind of have to do it. I think it's the next safe thing I can do, realistically.
It's what I would do, yeah.
I think so.
I still don't like it.
I don't like it by any means, no. I agree. I don't like it at all. But, again, RNG just did not freaking give us the opportunity that we needed.
But yeah, that cav needs to go.
All the calves need to go. All the calves need to go. And the archers, honestly.
Total cav execution.
See, I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they... I don't know, don't start saying get bent again. What are we gonna do? I mean, only one of them can reach over here, so that's nice. But unfortunately, we can all get shot. That's the problem. They may all go shoot Faye. That's what I don't like. I could go and block here. I could go just like put Tobin right here. And that kind of solves some problems, I think. Actually, yeah, it kind of does solve some problems. That kind of does solve some problems, yeah. I don't think it solves all of them, because the archers can still... If the archers all decide to go and attack frickin' Faye, that's a huge problem. And they might. They very well could. I kind of hope this one goes for Silk, just so it kind of diverts the forces. And she does have lower defense, they might. Good thing this is normal. Yeah, I'd imagine this would be way worse than Lunatic. Yeah, I'm thinking putting Tobin right here might be the play. I may even swap them, just so that he gets more terrain avoid while his just relies on his defense. It's okay. Okay, yeah, if you do it every once in a while, I'm okay with that. You know what? If you do it every once in a while, that's fair. You know, yeah, you're right. I did say that. If you do it every once in a while, that's fine. So yeah, I think if we do this, the problem is it's not guaranteed that way we live. Because, again, they could just go and they could just go and all attack frickin' Faye. They might. They might.
I think it's, what, 3 people who can target her this enemy phase?
Unfortunately, yeah. And that might be one too many, honestly. She's got 4 defense. It's not much. Let's see, that's Ballista guy that can go and hit 15 damage. Lovely. Just freaking lovely. I can't put anyone in front. I can't put anyone in front. Nope, can't do that. She could dodge, I suppose. I mean, it is 1 RN, so it's possible she just dodges. Just turn leaderboard off. Yeah, this Ballista is kind of a problem. I think it was either like all these guys that you can't really kill off in one turn, or the Ballista is there, then yeah, this would be a fair map, but with both, it's just kind of stupid. It's kind of RNG dependent. Oh, he's going for... Now, why would you do that? I'm kind of curious why he's doing that. Or did they see a kill on Fernand that I don't? Maybe. It still does a lot of damage. I don't know why they're doing suddenly so much damage. Okay, they got another brigand here. Okay, they're actually taking targets I didn't expect them to, which is a good thing. Okay, yeah, you can miss. It's a little annoying, but I'll take it. Yeah, I will take this. They went for Tobin, Ulm, and Fernand. That's really strange. I'm not complaining. I'm by no means complaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. Oh, never mind. I see something. Uh-oh. Is this what I think it is? Please don't. Game, please don't. Okay, dodged. You can say they were punished. He needed to dodge that. The game needed to make up for its crappy luck it gave me earlier. It had to. There was like no other way I could do this without any deaths. And now I gotta deal with all this crap now. Thanks, game. All because you just thought that you needed to make me miss at a very inopportune time. So I'm probably still not out of the woods yet. I'm probably, unfortunately, still not out of the woods because these stupid calves are still like near full health. I don't have any effective weapons, which would make things a lot easier. And these guys are easy to kill. That's the good thing. These guys are actually pretty easy to kill. That is the fortunate thing, is that these guys are actually really easy to kill. Yeah, look at that. If we can push them out, if we can push these guys out, then we're in sort of good shape. If we can get rid of the calves and get rid of... The bows are what needs to go. The bows are realistically what needs to go. The bows are really what needs to go. That's what I hate. They're putting a lot of pressure on me right now. What's this miss? Okay, no. That's the problem. They put way too much pressure on you at the very beginning. Way in, like, every direction possible. It's ridiculous.
It's really front-loaded.
Yeah, it is. I know Three Houses does that a lot, too. Three Houses...
This is a three-house map.
Three Houses map, but it's actually guided. So, this definitely feels like a Gaiden map, though. Like, it's just really open. But then it puts, like, a million enemies here. See, the thing is, why Gaiden maps weren't really that hard is because it would be an open map, but there'd be, like, 4 enemies, and they'd all be, like, way out, kind of spread about. This is, like, we're gonna have the enemy quantity of a different Fire Emblem game, but with the map design of Gaiden, which is kind of scary.
This is like a Three Houses map, but you don't have any gambits.
You don't have gambits. You don't. The terrain is wide open, so you have like nothing to work with. I don't know what they were thinking with this map. Like some of the other maps, they were kind of thinking with. Like some of the other original maps, they're actually kind of cooking with. Maybe they weren't like spectacular maps, but like they were like, okay, I get what they were going for here. But with this, I'm just like, what? Why do you think this was okay? What gave you the idea that this was a good idea? What made you think that this was actually gonna work? I don't know where you got that idea. I bet he kills the... Yeah, well, nearly. Unfortunately, no one uses swords in this game, so... Doesn't... what are these calves made out of? Diamond? Jeez. They have enough speed they don't get doubled, and they have 7 defense. Like, they're just really annoying. They're really annoying.
And Fernand's at death's door here.
Why is Fernand so sucky? Like, he has no luck. His stats are okay. They're nothing special. They're just like, eh. Like, I could easily make a cav out of my other guys and get probably a better unit out of them. So I don't know what they're thinking with this whole map, being his introduction map. Because really, I don't really see Fernand really cooking much. This isn't even the last time
I mean,
this on Alm's Route. At one point, you deal with the vocab guard by... Wait, what? Seems really stupid. Because I'm being pincered, sort of, and I have all these cats to deal with. He's meant to be bad. I guess it's so you don't miss him later, but still. I guess it's... Again, these calves would be a lot better if you could actually double them. But even though I devote all of my efforts on the calves, I might still not be able to kill them. And that assumes that I don't have anything for this and this guy. They didn't make it challenging to promote. You're supposed to promote him by the end of this map? What level does he need to be? Okay. Did my controller just give out on me again? Really? I thought I had recovered, but no.
Also, is there even like a Milla Shrine? How's he gonna promote?
Yeah. How's that gonna work? Okay, let me make a save state. Sorry, guys. I have to because my stupid controller is being dumb. It just decided that it just did not want to work for some weird reason. It was working just fine, but then it was like, nope, I don't feel like working. I don't feel like working now, all of a sudden. I don't know why. It just decided. So yeah, I cannot say I'm a big fan of this map. I don't know if it's as bad as the cave, but it just maybe there was something I was supposed to do, but this was not very good. Shut up. I literally cannot do anything besides this. I have to do this. This is the only way I can get it back working. Because the controller is just really stupid. Yeah, these calves I think are just really overtuned for this point. They feel like FE6 hard mode calves. They're just like... No. They just feel overtuned for this point in the game.
And you also don't have Marcus with his Silver Lance.
That's true. I feel like this sort of map would be much more manageable later in the game, when you have like warp and stuff like that, maybe, or just like a better flyer, or an actual tank. But no, you don't. Like, I'm not saying it'd be easy, but I'm saying it would be more manageable, perhaps. But right now, it's just like, what the heck were they smoking? They have more stats than a paladin. Wait, what? The Bow Knight that you're talking about did? No Jagan in this game, yeah. And that's fine if they don't have a Jagan, but don't design the maps around you needing to have a Jagan. That's the problem here. This map feels like it's designed around you needing a Jagan. And I obviously don't have one. What if they made Fernan like a Jagan for this map? That'd be kind of interesting. Like, the enemies are tough,
Yeah, like...
but you have a guy that can actually kind of take care of them. But you only
They
have
a
him for like...
paladin or
But you only have him for like 1 or 2 maps. I think that actually be an interesting idea.
I think it's interesting. He's like an Orson.
Yeah, exactly. Is Lucas like... Yeah, sort of. But his damage output is not really... It was never on Jagan tier. I don't know. Why do people like the original Jagan so much? He does like 6 damage. Like... Oh, Jagan's so good. Yeah, he barely does more damage than your other guys, and only with the Silver Lance. Well, yeah, with the Silver Lance he does a fair amount of damage, but it's only with the Silver Lance. And there's only 20 of those, so I don't get the Jagan hype. I don't get it.
His spiky armor is cool.
I guess. I mean, maybe in FE1 he was pretty good, but like I will never understand like when people are just like, oh, Jagan and Shadow Dragon. Yeah, no, he's not really that good.
Yeah, I tried using him, but
He's just not.
he just has no stats.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. And then people will be like, oh, just go reclass into a flyer. Even then, he's not really that good, though. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing to make him actually kind of good.
I clearly missed something.
Yeah, I guess I did, too. First of all, I was against the You really should be able to double calves. You really should. To make up for their bulk, you should be able to double them. Like, yeah, they wouldn't die even if you doubled them, but they'd at least be easier to kill. Because, my god, even freaking Alm, who's probably one of my fastest units, just cannot double. I think what I gotta do is just kind of retreat a little bit into this little area. Which I don't like. It's not the play that I should be making, but I don't really have any options. Not anything safe. Kind of solid for a while, but it's more in a kill set up kind of way. See, that's what I don't like. Sometimes in hard 5, you kind of need kills. Sometimes you just need a kill. Not a kill setup. You just need a kill. Just a quick, guaranteed kill. And that's not like that. I would have liked a nice guaranteed kill there, but no, I'm not allowed to have nice things in this map. No, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, like, a good Jagan would be somebody who's capable of setting up, but also capable of killing when needed.
Which is why FE6 Marcus is really well designed. His Silver Lance
He's the perfect Jagan.
His Silver Lance says, okay, you need to delete something like immediately, like something that just kills your unit. You need to get rid of immediately. You don't care who gets the EXP. Okay, you got that. You in a less chaotic scenario, you're just trying to set up some kills. Okay, you got the Iron Sword that doubles.
He is the perfect Jagan.
Yeah, I have never seen a better Jagan. I don't think they will ever make a better Jagan than FE6 Marcus. I don't think they will. I generally don't think they will make a better Jagan. I really don't. Because they don't even really make Jagans nowadays.
I guess Engage had one,
Engage, yeah, I think he was all okay, I suppose.
but he's okay, but
Nothing spectacular.
for like one chapter.
I don't know, I think he's better than for one chapter.
Okay, yeah, I was being a bit extreme there. 2 chapters.
Isabella? What are you talking about? I see something.
There's Isadora.
Yeah, but she's not even a Jagan. Oh, I guess she's like a semi-Jagan. But she's not even really.
And she's also really bad.
Yeah, she's really bad. Yeah, that's true. That's one way to say.
Her biggest contribution is the angelic robe.
Yeah, it is. It kind of is, yeah. I think we retreat back a little bit and then we heal. Maybe that might be the... He should start with a healing item, honestly. Okay, let's try this. Well, not obviously right here, but... Ignores weapon triangle, so we'll use the lance. Who is Isabella? Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. He's just made it up. His source is that he made it up. Hope this heals a decent amount. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty good. At least she tops him off. That's good. Maybe she's not as bad as I thought. She at least tops units off, and that's good. Is Gray gonna be okay? Oh, he might not. He's like in range of everything. That's really bad. That's really freaking bad. Why does this shoot all the way down here? That's stupid. It shouldn't shoot all the way down here. Should maybe cut off like right here or something. If we could kill this guy, that'd be great. No, we can't ever kill anything. This really does feel like FE6 hard mode. Like the really early game of it, that's just not fun at all.
And you don't have any of the tools you have in FE6.
Yeah, you don't have Marcus. You just don't have Marcus. So yeah, although Gray is pretty tanky, he could just die. This is entirely possible. Because the game just can, like, put everything right in his range, unfortunately. And there's, like, nothing I can do about it. I can't have Claire divert attacks because it's just too dangerous. Okay, I guess not. I guess not. It goes both ways, but just not in your favor. I feel like the enemies are starting to outscale me. And I don't like it. It's like a reverse FEC. It's just so weird. It's like, I went from outscaling the enemies to now being outscaled by the enemies. And by no fault of my own, it's just, the enemies just are outscaling me. Not by a ton, but they are outscaling me, I feel like. Not by a significant margin, but they are outscaling me a bit.
These guys grinded in the Thief Shrine.
They did. That's true. They did. I can at least cut this guy off, I think. Because he's got 4 moves, so he can't go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can't... If I put Lucas here, I at least cut him off with 1 attack. But I don't know if that's enough, but Gray at least has decent defense, so he should be able to hold out again a bit. Just a bit, anyway. This guy doesn't do much, I don't think. Yeah, not really. Yeah, you know what? With that shield, he actually takes this pretty well. I think we're okay. Unless there's something I haven't seen. Oh, this is kind of nasty, though. Don't double. Oh, crap, you double, don't you? Oh, you don't? Okay, good. I thought you did. I'm glad you don't. I'm really glad you don't. I'm really freaking glad you don't double. It's like the one instance where I'm really glad you actually just don't double. Not many instances where I'm glad that my units don't double, but that was definitely one, because I think she would have died if she did. Because that would have opened up room against that cab. Thank God these... Thank God these cabs don't have javelins. Like, I would actually be screwed if they did. Even if just one of them did, I think I'd be actually screwed. I hate this crit. Missed the Rizu Inquisition? Wait, what? Oh, God, yeah, no, that's really nasty. Why are they allowed to do that? Why is this ballista so freaking? It's stronger than a normal bow. Why do they do that? 4 might. 4 freaking might. That hurts. 15 damage. That's ridiculous at this point. That should not be. That should be weaker than an ordinary bow to compensate for its absurd range. Chapter 4 ballista is freaking not screwing around. Well, okay, it's not chapter 4. It's like chapter 7 or something like that. What was it? When you promote, you hit the new base class mins with enemies get that like +5 stats total on it. That's stupid. That's really dumb. That's not fun. 0 might. I know that. That's what makes 4 might on a... Like, think about it. That means an iron bow probably has, like, 1 might or 2 might. That's, like, double the might of an iron bow. That's actually a lot. Yeah, that's twice as much as an iron bow. Let that sink in for a moment. Well, consider that for a moment. That has twice the power of a ordinary iron bow archer. Well, not twice, like, it's not like twice the damage, but... That bow has twice the damage of an iron bow. Once negative. I think it should. No. Like you trying to make me sound like a clown here, but I think it should. On the map like this is incredibly unfair for them. This is incredible.
This is really early.
Yeah, this is like, if anything, the ballista should have penalty on it or something. I know it's got 5 uses, but like this map is already front loaded. Like, 5 uses is 5 plenty, honestly. Iron Shield Archer. Well, I mean, we can always just go and use Gray. I mean, look at Gray. Look at Gray. He's about to go kill this guy. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's 1 archer down. Wish it was both, but at least that's 1 less archer shooting at us. Okay, you got speed and skill. That's really good. That is really good. And I get an iron shield. Okay. I'm gonna give that to someone else. So I was wondering why you decided to play this. Well, I didn't realize it was like this. I didn't know they would do this.
He just wanted to appease me.
It makes
Get me
me
to stop
wonder
asking about
when
Diamond.
they say like these, because I don't know if this has been playtested. I assume they'll say like, if like you ask someone who worked on this, they say, oh yeah, it's been playtested. When people say it's been playtested, what do they mean by that? Like, do they mean like I playtested it with like a bajillion save states? Do they like? I feel like that's what we need to ask a lot of times when people say like this was playtested. Playtested with what playstyle? Was it playtested for Ironmaning? Probably not. I mean, so far these maps actually feel relatively Ironman friendly, but this one doesn't. This one doesn't. I mean, yeah, if I had true hit RNG, this would probably be actually a little bit more manageable, because I wouldn't be missing things left and right. But that doesn't necessarily mean for certain. It means they beat it. Yeah, but beating it, how so? Like, how much are you cheesing the game in order to beat it? Are you using a bunch of save states? Are you using a lot of grinding? Like, define playtest.
If you have to, like, if you have to even consider using save states when you're testing a game,
Then
you've done something wrong.
yeah, I fully agree. You should be able to do it without any sort of save states or anything. It should just be like, oh, I went through the entire game, and I just happen to be playing well. That's what it should be. Realistically speaking, that's what it should be. I agree. I mean, that doesn't mean it should be easy, but it should be... Like, think about, like, Shadow Dragon Fates. It's not necessarily easy, but it's definitely workable. And at no point in Shadow Dragon Fates I feel like, man, I just need save states for this. Like, I never felt like that. I always felt like there was a solution. There is a solution. There is an answer to this.
Difficult but fair.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good difficulty. So, Ness, or I guess Rizu, whichever one. Do I have to get Fernet promotion on this map, or is it on like the next map, or what? Anything goes, rig stats, grinding save states. Well, that's dumb. I know some hacks are actually revolving around that, and that's not fun. I don't want to spend 5 hours going for like the perfect RNG, like the perfect case scenario, the perfect storm to win a map. That's just not fun. Now maybe it's just this one map. Maybe this one map is just a little overtuned. I don't know, but if the rest of the hack is like this, then that's just not fun. No? So, you don't have to get him promoted this map. Is that what you're saying? So upcoming Mila statue, okay. You have to get him promoted there, okay. Well, so that means we still gotta work on this EXP. When does he, like, what level does he need to be in order to promote?
I think it's 7.
Okay, that's
if
not
it's anything like original.
That's probably not too bad, because he's like halfway there, so that's okay. We can probably get him. Just 3 levels. Okay, that's not too bad. That's definitely doable.
We just need 1 level.
We could probably just kill the boss with him, if it's really that possible to do that with him. I don't know. But yes, thank you. Okay, so yeah, we just need to beat this map and get him to level 7. That's not too bad. And we're through the worst of this. We just need to kill Faye and make sure she doesn't get one shot. We're through the worst bit of this. We really are. We just don't need to make any dumb mistakes. As long as we don't make any dumb mistakes, we should be good. He was lower base level from... Really? That's kind of weird. Maybe there's like a... You play like a different version? So maybe they ironed out some of the kinks. Maybe. Maybe that's what happened. So they kind of ironed it out a bit. And so it's not as bad. It's maybe a little more doable. At least I hope that's the case. It's like a more genocide Donald recruitment. Wait, what? I mean, when did Donald start committing genocide? That's all I want to know. I don't recall Donald being genocidal.
Maybe he's trying to say that because Donald needs to level up for him to join permanently.
Oh, okay. But you don't get him permanently in this game. Speed and defense. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I would like to give Faye a kill, but I don't know if it's a smart idea. In fact, it probably isn't. What's her accuracy against this guy? Well, hey, we bet on that last time, and that kind of got us into a dicey situation, so I don't know if I want to bet on that again. Because one miss probably means we're dead, so... Much I'd love to give the kill to Faye, I just don't think it's worth it. Let's do this. People without arms that use their feet for everything? I've never seen that. But of course Proctor would have seen a video about people using their feet. I'm not surprised. She's 2 range. I know she's 2 range, but she didn't have a good spot to really hit from. Okay, I think now we're mostly in the safe, because no one who's really in big danger is actually at low health. I mean, Lucas is the lowest health, but he's also the tankiest guy we have, so it doesn't really matter too much. Trying to play the newest version, not going to get rid of the old version though for preference sakes. I don't even know if this is the newest version. I assume it is because I got it. Because I just got it a few days ago. So I assume it's the newest version. I don't know. But it probably is updated. So maybe it is better than whatever Rizu got. I kind of hope it is. I can forgive like one... I can forgive a bad map or two. I can forgive it. I can forgive stuff like that.
As long as it's not like consistently bad.
Yeah. Okay, now we're through the worst of it. I don't know how we're gonna actually hit the ballista though. But he broke his... Well, now we can go kill a guy that... Yeah. This is what I don't like about ballistas. It's like, oh, well, now that the storm's over... Now that there's no threat from the ballista, now he breaks the ballista. It's like, well, thanks. I wish I could have killed that guy like 5 turns ago. It would have saved me a lot of trouble. Oh, whatever. whatever.
I suppose you can attack him from the north.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a really jerkish spot for the Ballista, though. It's a really cool introduction to Ballistas in this hack. That is about the coolest introduction to a Ballista I've ever seen. It's like the exact opposite of the Ballista map in Lin mode, which is just like kind of a joke. Because you can just kill 2 turns into the map, whereas this one it's like, no. You will have a very miserable time, whether you like it or not. As long as we're not too bold with this, we could actually just kind of charge this guy with our flyer. I mean, we probably won't be able to kill him, because unfortunately he probably has too much defense, because she does like no damage. That is a problem with Claire.
And he does have a shield.
Oh, he does? What a jerk, man. Like, we could actually attack him from here with an archer, but still, there's no way he'd die. Not to that, anyway. Not to 1 hit. Certainly not to 1. Because their placement is always good enough to be just a jerk for you, but for the enemies, but just bad enough to be almost useless. Oh, absolutely. Well, it's also because the enemies are charging at you. So that usually by the time you take the Ballista, there's not that many left. The most useful Ballista placement I can think of in FE6 is probably the bridge. Even then, it's mostly just for like the straggler wyverns that go charge at you. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Garnet. I agree with him 100%. Is that they do it so well, so meticulously that it's just like, oh great, you got the Ballista, now it's completely useless though. Or good on defense maps. The problem is you never freaking get them on defense maps. Which is why the enemy which is why it's so useful for the enemy, because they're defending. That's why it's so useful, is because the enemy gets them, but the problem is you never get them when you're playing a defense map. Well, this is why I like Shadowray and Fates, because yeah, there's no defense maps, but like all the BS that AI gets, you get for the most part. You can take the BS from them. That's why it's so fun. Because it's like, I think that's why I enjoy Mug so much. It's like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who's ever thought when playing a Fire Emblem game, or just a game in general, like, why does the enemy get all the cool stuff? Why don't I ever get that? Why do they get all the fun stuff? But Shadowray and Fates is like, oh, you want the fun stuff. If you have a thief with the skill Mug, you can have all the fun stuff. And I love that. I love that philosophy. I love that.
Ricardo lets you have fun.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get it very early in the game. I got it actually pretty late in the game. With Ricardo, you can get it in like chapter 6 or 7. It's actually really nice. Oh great, my freaking controller disconnected. No, it didn't. Never mind. This guy can't move, right? Yeah, he's stuck on an island. He can't move. You know what? Claire can actually kill him, I think. Because he doesn't have a strong bow against me, so I can just go and whittle him down for EXP. I would Thracia to sell you. See, Kamaru has been the most convincing salesman for Thracia I've ever met. Because every other Thracia shill has just said play Thracia. Why? Play Thracia. Because play Thracia. That's literally it. That's like the entire argument. This is why I hate Jug Girl fans for the most part. Because they're all just like, play FE4, play FE5, okay, why? Play FE4, play FE5, why? I don't know, just play it. Like, okay, if you want me to play something that I'm not already interested in, you gotta sell it for me. If I tell you to go play a game, you're gonna be like, okay, why? Why would I like this game? Why should I play this game? Why should I sink time into this? Because Kamaru actually makes an argument for it. He doesn't just say play Thracia. He says because it's like Shadowray and Fates. So it's like, okay, that's actually a pretty good argument. I love his design philosophy, so I'd actually like it.
I mean, yeah, basically every unit in Thracia can mug.
You see, that sounds fun. You know what? I've actually been thinking about this. I'm playing FE3 right now. I'm playing Book 1. I've nearly beaten it. I'm gonna beat Book 1. I'm gonna beat Book 2. And if I get through that and I still... Because part of the thing that's holding back from Thracia is actually just the fact that SNES Fire Emblem feels really clunky. And I'm just not a fan of how it feels. But, you know what? I will say, if I can get used to FE3, then I might just play Thracia after it. Now, I probably won't stream it, because I don't really like to do blind playthroughs, but I will actually maybe start trying to play it. Not only thieves and enemies, but also that's what Camaro loves it. It's not even because of a mug. It's just because it allows you to mug merchants. That's the real reason Camaro likes it. More clunky than jungle. It probably, yeah, you're probably right. I've played FE4 before, and it doesn't feel as clunky. It still feels kind of clunky, though. I don't know. There's, like, along with Pokemon, like, in Pokemon, the clunkiest games I can play and feel comfortable is Gen 3. Gen 3 doesn't really feel clunky, though, to be fair. Gen 3 is not really clunky. But, the problem I have is that, we'll give the High Shield to Faye. And the Iron Shield to Gray, because he's already pretty fast. Yeah, he will get slowed down a little bit, but it'll give him some defense. You know what? I might give it to someone else instead. I don't know who I'll give it to. Maybe Lucas. Although I don't think enemies do that much damage. So I don't know. This isn't maddening. It's not maddening 3 houses. It's basically GBA with more buttons, just more comfy. Is it? Is it really? Gen 2 and Gen 1 boxes make me throw up. Yeah, I've played a little Gen 1 and 2, and I just don't feel very comfortable with it. Same with Fire Emblem. I think FE6 is like the oldest that I'm just like, yeah, this actually just feels comfortable. Something about the GBA era that just really made games feel a lot more comfortable.
FE6 is a little clunky, like you can't even use items in the menu, but that's
Yeah,
my biggest gripe with it.
It's also the last game to do that. I think every other Fire Emblem game after that never had that problem.
But yeah, GBA is smooth.
GBA era in general for most games felt pretty smooth. God, you really need a freaking Writer's Bane. Someone needs a Writer's Bane. I don't know who's gonna get it, but someone needs a Writer's Bane badly.
If they keep it, like the source material, you'll get one after Zofia Castle.
Yeah, but that means I still do it with the Kaz at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. It's too many of them. The shield is legit strat, makes the bulky dude way better with real downside. The recruit map is a lot harder than an Echo's. Really? That's actually pretty scary, because the recruit map already is kind of difficult. Unless you have, you know, Hunter's Volley spam. But without Hunter's Volley spam, it's actually kind of scary. Okay, nice going for Nan. You know, I love units that don't hit things, that don't double. It's really good. I love units that are like that. They're so useful. I really feel like I'm getting a lot out of them. Wait, is she gonna get hit by both these? Nah, I don't think she can. It's clunky for Thracia, no reshuffle deployed units. I don't like that, yeah, I don't like stuff. I didn't even know that was a thing in Thracia. I don't know why he did, well, I don't know why Kyle decided that was a good idea. To Zoe? I don't know what Zoe is. Soy? Well, he's gonna time you out now. He's not gonna accept you calling Thracia Soy. Showing his inner Clive. He kinda does feel like an early Clive. In the worst way possible. You know, I think if anyone needs a skill lance, I think probably not Fernan, but honestly Lucas. Because Lucas isn't doubling anyway. He's never gonna double. The guy is never freaking gonna double. So give him more damage. But the problem is, the difference between the Iron Lance and the skill lance is not very much. Fire Emblem TCG for April Fools. I don't know anything about the Fire Emblem TCG. I don't know jack.
I own a few cards, but just because I think they look nice.
It's like the same argument I hear for like Pokemon TCG. I do not know a single person that actually knows how to play the TCG. They'll just be like, oh, I don't know anything about playing the cards. I just collect them.
A friend of mine back in high school taught me how to play it, so I played the game once.
Is that a day? What day? I'm confused. Is that a crit? Kinda looked like a crit. Okay, I guess it wasn't. For some reason, the mage animations, I know I've seen a few of them, but there's they look like crits. I don't know what hacks do this, where they're like, let's get the most crit-heavy looking attack, and let's make that our animation.
Yeah, Mario. FE does have a TCG, but they discontinued it after 3 houses, and it's Japan only.
Oh, she's got 13 speed. I guess that's something. She's probably gonna double this guy. In fact, I'm really certain she does. So that's good. I can see if Claire could double to Steel Lance, it might also work well on her. Maybe. If we can go and kill this guy, that'd be great. Oh, I mean, with the Steel Lance, he does decent damage. This is nearly double the damage. If we can go and chip him down a little bit more, that'd be great. Yeah, this might actually work. As long as we can hit things, that'd be great. Yeah, I'd heard of Cypher, but I didn't really know much about it. Genuinely awful. Half the issue is hyper consistent OTKs, and half the issue is coin flip. Grandpa next episode. What is she smoking? What is Proctor smoking? There we go. For an actually hit, very nice. Not a ton of EXP. Man, if there's one thing I love about FE3, it's that EXP is the game gives you so much EXP. Like, you can kill an unpromoted enemy and still get like 30 EXP on your promoted unit. It's kind of funny. We might have time for memes. I think we might. I don't know. It's gonna be cutting it close a little bit. But I think we can. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna be cutting close. How many enemies are there? Oh, there's only 3. Okay, we can probably do it. As long as we just kind of skip the cutscenes and whatnot. This guy not want to move? Okay. Hear me out. Okay. 11 damage. Yeah, 12 we can probably go there. Did EXP differently? Yeah, I actually like it. I get why they changed it, but I do like it. I do like it, even if it's a little cheesy. It's a fun kind of cheese. I have a meme this time too. Yeah, I mean, I'll check my DMs, so yeah. So it is still 2 memes, okay. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. I don't know what the weebs are talking about. I don't know what they're talking about.
I never know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't. Alright, Faye. Faye is probably my favorite chip damager. Does a lot of chip damage, it's really nice. I'll send another 100 next time. Okay, yeah, that's what I was worried about. Twin Lion Man, that's as strong as 2 rollers. You mean double lion? If I was co-host, you would know. No, I wouldn't. Like, you would be shouting about it, but I would have no idea what you're talking about. Believe me when I say I would not know what you're talking about, still.
Oh, Fernandez close.
Yeah, he is pretty close. That is true. Silk is also close to getting a level, which is nice. Alright. Nearly there. Nearly there. These guys don't move, so that's kind of nice. Or not, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. Because their ranges kind of overlap, which is a little bit annoying, but we can... With some archery cheese, we can archery and mages, we can kind of take advantage of that. So make it pork roast. Yeah, Ko's should be someone who's here most often enough to go in VC and stuff like that. Okay. I would like to chip. We still don't have javelins, we don't really like. Why don't we get javelins? Why does the game hate us this much? Oh, he doubles the skill ants. That's pretty nice. Wait, how much does the cav do? 8? Bruh, what? 18 damage? What? Why do you do so much more? I keep forgetting that it does so much freaking damage. Why do they do so much damage? That makes no sense. Javelins are not supposed to be scary. Javelins are supposed to be weak, which makes up for the fact that they're 1-2 ranged. That's the point. Speed? Okay.
I don't think the devs got the memo on that.
Yeah, I don't think they understood that. Sure, maybe stronger than the generic lance, but they should not be stronger than an iron lance. So they do way too much damage. The balancing is just bad for that. I could do this, but it's risky. I mean, I could pick him up, right? Yeah, I could pick him up. So, like, if all goes south and I get hit and I don't land my kill, then I could just go for that, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know why they made javelins so scary. Javelins are supposed to be annoying on enemies, they're not supposed to be terrifying. Wow, great level up. Bro's leveling up like friggin' Elliewood. -6. Yeah, he survives then. This guy's level up better be worth it, honestly. This promotion, that PRF better have been worth it. I'm just saying, that PRF should have been worth it. Because I mean, that wasn't super hard to do, but it was kind of annoying. And it's not like
if I recall, it's basically the Regan leaf.
Yeah, I guess that would be pretty good, actually. Probably make
Which, like, we have been wanting a horse slayer.
Yeah, that is true. That would make a huge deal. But when do you actually get the PRF?
I don't know.
That's the problem. You might not even get the PRF until, like, Act 4 or something. Okay, so this guy's really annoying. I don't know how we're gonna kill. We're probably not gonna kill him with Fernand. Fernand is just not that good. Fernand is just not very good. It is, trust me. If you actually get it early enough, then I can see it being good.
Like, if you get it when he joins, that's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Does he actually get it when he joins? If he gets it when he joins, that is actually amazing. That'll make the rest of Act 1 actually really a lot more bearable.
It will also make me say I'm a Forsyth to be reckoned with too many times.
You get the Forsyth, the PRF in part 1?
It's called the Forsyth?
Is it actually called the Forsyth? That'd be hilarious if you do. He's a Forsyth to be reckoned with. And so
Forsyth's Forsyth is a Forsyth to be reckoned with.
Forsyth's Forsyth.
Oh, there's a guidon to be done?
There's a guidon? I know you said that there's a guidon, I just don't know when it is. I don't know when the guidon is. It might be after this. No, I think it's after the promotion thing. It's actually called the Forsyth, that's kind of funny.
That's
like,
good, okay.
Normally, I would say that's kind of lazy, but considering Forsyth, I could actually believe that. And it actually kind of fits him.
Good hack.
Good hack just for doing that. Nice. Man, this guy's kind of annoying to chip down, though. Probably because thrones. What sort of thrones are these? Are they FE6? They're FE6! They give you a, they give him a void. They give him 30 a void. They don't give him, like, extra, dev heads or anything, which I guess is okay, but still, that 30 a void is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. So we rocket ship. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if this works. Tobin, come on. There we go. Okay, he got defense. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, like, that's nice. He learned something else. I don't know what he learned. He got a new... Okay, that wasn't a seas map. Oh, yeah, I guess it wasn't. This is new
Is
dog.
that Excalibur?
I don't think he got Excalibur, did he?
Tobin gets it really early.
Really? I thought you had to promote in order to get it. Maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did. I would have read this, but I don't have a ton of time. I do think it's kind of nice they put the DLC's like backstory into this. I do kind of like that. That's nice.
I like it.
Since it's actually more like backstory on the main characters. I like that. That's a nice touch of detail. The Usurper? No, I don't remember this. Oh, is this... Oh, we're going to Zofia Castle? Wait, but we don't have Python or Forsyth or... Huh?
Or Clive.
Yeah, what the heck? Did they change the story at this point? There's no way we can already go to Zofia Castle. But it looks like there's more to this area. See, like, this whole northern area? There's like a whole road going north here. Looks like there's probably more... Unless maybe they... Maybe you do take Zofia Castle earlier in Act 1.
The hideout also opened up.
Isn't that just where we were, though? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Okay, let's go check Tobin. Yeah, he got Excalibur. Okay, yeah, you were right. Go to the green bit first. Okay. Well, that'll be next stream. We're gonna go save here, and we're gonna go do memes. We're gonna do memes. Try going to the hideout next time. So that'll be on Sunday, right? Saturday will be more of Skyward Sword. Maybe we'll do the second dungeon. Okay, let's look at memes. Let's see what we got here. Meme. Okay. Give me a sec. Alright, what do we got here? I'm surprised we made this out deathless, though. That was getting really dicey. In fact, I was very close to having death. If Ferdinand just didn't dodge there, then yeah, I would have... He like, if he just didn't dodge that one last ballista attack, yeah, it just... Another way they could balance the ballista is just make it less accurate than a lot of other attacks. That'd be one way I would balance it. It's like, okay, yeah, it's got a lot of might, but it's kind of inaccurate. Like, sort of like the Stone Hoist and Shadow Dragon. where it does a fair bit of damage, but it's just not very accurate. Okay, what's this? This is what Ness posted. What is this? Like, what's the joke here? No furry lame jokes, Ness. Are you a dad? What is this? Where is the funny? I don't see it. Like, if there was like a funny comment, just like screenshot that little comment or 2 comments or whatever. I don't think this whole thing, like, what is this? What am I looking at here? Not funny, didn't laugh. Or leftist wall of text meme. Leftist meme. You need to read the description with it. I'm not reading a frickin' leftist meme, okay? Soldier, she's in the walls. Claire is in the walls! Claire is in your walls. Claire is in the walls. I like that. Claire is in your walls. Okay. Well, like I said, next stream will be on Saturday. It's going to be more Skyward Sword, and then on Sunday it's going to be more of this, where maybe we complete Act 1, I don't know. Maybe. Not sure. We'll see.
Possibly.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll end it off here. I'll see you guys on Saturday.